and the moment is finally here. It's FNATIC versus DRX, a best of 5 for a shot to become a world champion in all the glory. The lower final starts right now.
일단은 되게 생각지도 못한 자리에 와 있다고 생각을 하고 있지만 저희 팀원들이 5명 다 같은 마음을 가지고 있다 생각을 하고 있고 같은 목표를 향하고 있고 또 이제 무너지지 않는 모습들을 보여주려고 5명 다 노력하는 게 보여서 되게 기특합니다.
The love for my teammates is something that I can't even explain. Right now, I believe we are our peak. Not just the teammates, but also friends. Every other team should be scared of us. FNATIC will never stop.
DRX 하면 꾸준함인데 사실 제가 DRX에 되게 오래 있었고 뭐 골드 멤버에서 중에 제가 마지막으로 남았다고 하는데 결국에 DRX는 DRX이기 때문에 어떤 로스터가 와도 항상 잘할 거라고 믿고
I had these feelings once in 2021, playing that close to the grand finals. In FNATIC, it's a different way. Fans just explode. It's honestly insane because you feel all these vibrations, like you just hear all that noise coming from everywhere. But sometimes you just have to forget about everything and just focus only on the game. That's what I'm doing right now.
크로니크 선수도 진짜 오래 했기 때문에 오랫동안 이 폼을 유지한다는 거는 그만큼 잘한다는 뜻이니까. 페나틱을 이미 플레이오프 첫 경기에서 만났었고 좀 더 이번에 만나게 되면
DRX, another underdog from this tournament. We beat them once already, but it doesn't mean that we will beat them twice. Right now, we need to have a good start in order to finish this series very well.
All it takes is one chance to make your life blow up.
I have only 4 special words for you. We will beat you.
크로니클 내가 너한테 한국말 하나 알려주고 싶은데 집 잘 가라.
FNATIC.
And here we go! FNATIC have forged themselves through the setbacks and ups and downs, a legacy of greatness in the EMEA region and on the global stage. But they have one step more to take in order for them to fight for the one trophy that has eluded them. But on the other side, you have a set of giant
What's up, bro? Okay.
killers in DRX who have established themselves as threats in this competition. And the question on everyone's mind, can this underdog strike yet again?
These teams remember the opportunities they've had in the past at this achievement to make a final at Champions. Mako, it was 3 years ago. The last shot he had shut down by Crashies then. And now a massive opportunity for either organization to find themselves in a Champions final for their first time ever.
Can FNATIC bounce back from the loss yesterday, especially that second map? Can they find themselves? Can they go back to being the team that brought the last trophy to EMEA and allow it to stay home?
That's a great point you make there because, Clinton, if we looked at the juxtaposition between both teams, FNATIC in their second map, they got absolutely trounced. DRX in their second map did the trouncing. Both teams are coming into this one with very, very different experiences, and that could very well play off in the field later today.
Okay, Mr. Valorant
Mr. Speaks.
has the representative of Pacific. I'll be taking DRX. You, as the representative of EMEA, will be taking FNATIC.
As someone who doesn't want to oil up, I will also be taking DRX.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll be rooting for FNATIC.
What? I thought this was an interesting veto. Sunset first. Picking your permaban first. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's definitely... Well, DRX has been banning it for the entire year, so...
They did play it against MIBR though.
Yeah. But they've been banning it like forever, so FNATIC's like, alright.
Attack round, but the defense was alright.
Yeah. But then going to Corrode next is also really interesting. I think the
big attack side on Corrode.
Yeah, the first two maps are really, really interesting to me.
Who do you think will win? Who do you think is favorite in this game?
I think, like, I'm inclined to say DRX just because I think they've looked a little bit better, but I also just think that FNATIC played really bad yesterday, and I think Alfear is going to play way better, and I think that they have more experience, and so I'd favor FNATIC maybe like 57, 58%.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, it really comes down, like, the problem I foresee for DRX more so than FNATIC is, it just takes like one of them feeling the pressure and playing horribly.
Yep.
To where then you have lost.
Yep.
To a team like FNATIC.
Yeah, I think
unless
if
Hyunmin is God again.
Yeah, I think if Flashback has another kind of bad day like he did yesterday, then they're in trouble.
Now, FNATIC and Neon never seems to work.
True, but Chronicle Breach is kind of goated.
True, but
Alfear Vice.
this is a strange map to come up first. I mean, what a strange. I was literally like, well, neither the Sunset will be map 5, but neither team wants to play it.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah, I think Breach still makes a lot of sense on this map, even though people have kind of pivoted away from it.
How's Alfear's Vice been actually?
Yeah, you don't really associate him on Vice.
There still is so much potential there with those stuns, with those lineups that make it so much easier, especially on your attack side, to really get in there, make life miserable, especially in post plants on that B site. So that's something DRX needs to be aware of. They need to be taking a lot of map control.
Vice has been one of his better agents on a small sample size.
Yeah, you'd expect crashes on the Fade or the Silva in that last slot. He's going to go towards the Fade. So
Stats-wise, anyway.
Initiator comp for FNATIC. They're going to have a lot
Fade
of fighting
instead of
power to
over
go
as well.
and take main control really early in these rounds. Idea is to split through top mid. This is a great comp for them to dictate the pace, to be the ones to choose.
Yoru Waylay against Vice is very good. I know, that's crazy. I would favor DRX's comp. They should be able to disarm the traps really easily. Like, Breach is all about trapping on this map, and if you can just like walk up, teleport out every single time they stun you, should be advantage DRX.
And what a matchup we have here in the lower finals at the Accor Arena. Two teams with history right between them throughout the entire history of VCT. Accor's being led by Boaster and
So yeah, Revel K, I think I'm gonna predict FNATIC very slightly, but it's definitely close. Basically just predicting them based off of experience.
a trophy at Champions, the highlight of any player's year.
And of course, they've already been able to lift trophies in the past, but for Mako, for DRX, that is something, never mind Champions, they've never been able to go to a global event and lift a trophy. Mako's been
If DRX wins this, they're winning the tournament.
You think they beat NRG if they win this?
Yeah.
And they've played each other every time. This time, multiple. This is a rematch of a playoffs match. But we're starting off on unfamiliar territory.
we certainly are. I mean, there's lots to be discussed on the map. Vito, the picks and the bans overall.
But we also just haven't seen FNATIC play on these first two maps at all, Sunset and Corrode, so my eyes are glued onto what Boaster's game plan is. DRX with a decent idea that FNATIC might be exploring up towards top mid.
If he's doing this, my IGL! They all doubted me! If he's doing that, it's over. It's genuinely over. If he's on today, they don't have a chance.
Can you count for me?
44. 3.
I'm like 7 seconds behind you.
Why?
Okay, count it. Okay, now I'm ahead of you.
They look like they want to go prodding back into Hyunmin. That's the last player you want to tangle with.
Could be looking to square up to him again once more. This is an opportunity for an ace towards towards the tail end, but Boaster has no.
You've got no time, son.
Chance in hell of carving a path to success.
10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm a bit ahead still. Hold on. Do you want me to pause or can you catch up?
Let's see what the timer is when we get to the
3,
next round.
2, 1, 18, 70.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Has been absolutely absurd. He's kept all of that momentum going. He was insane. They took Jing on Ascent, dropped 20 kills against DRX. He responded with 20 in the second half. You know, so even if he did land to a slow start here, I would still believe it'd be enough to pick it back up. But he's come out blazing through the gates.
It's been a question of the mental resilience of DRX as well. It's a team formed up of very young players and experience at a big stage, but Hyunmin was the one to save them. One of the youngest players on this team.
I think, you know, it's not really to do with age and experience sometimes. It's to do with your attitude. It's to do with whether or not you take grasp of opportunities when they're presented and have that killer instinct. And I think they've got a lot of players on this team that have it. Hello, flashback.
Let's go, flashback. More.
If he gets an eco ace, thank you, Hyunmin. Thank you. I was going to say, if he gets an eco ace after my goat just won on the pistol.
That's a great chance of starting out with a bonus round win here.
But that's extra good if flashback is also true.
Just to touch on it early on in this series, the last two maps DRX are 3-0 on. So when I'm looking at this map feature, I'm thinking, all right, fair enough, it might not look like the most amazing thing in the world for DRX early, but FNATIC kind of need to win 3-0 here, or at least land a major upset towards the end on Bind or Ascent. So a start like this, exactly the opposite of what FNATIC were looking for, and pay attention to Hyunmin with his ult here. If they go over towards B,
I'm only 3 points behind you on VFL.
someone taking contact for this.
Well, when Hyunmin wins this game solo-handedly, I'm going to be back to first with 4 players.
Now, so a little bit slapdash almost thrown together here by DRX for their bonus conversion, at least an idea for it.
You also have the cam watching contact over towards A main here, so they'll have some idea. Now that's actually been smoked off with that one way. So a little bit of information denied. Hyunmin will have heard the Vice going into that direction. Alfia putting down the wall, and flashback off the back of that is going for a wander down tiles. What a risk, but a perfect player to do it with the ghost.
It's all about how you clear that corner. Alpha is dropped in the midst of all of it. Left wondering what the hell went wrong there. Kayak wants the entry though. Be the tip of the spear for his team to set the path forwards. Bane still holding tight to the corner. Close quarters, exactly where the Stinger will thrive. It is traded out and equalized. Still, plant down now for FNATIC. It's that 3v3.
I think it would be pretty cool if Kayak is having a crazy game too. Like him and Hyunmin going head to head would be super sick to watch.
Catches contact, but catches a bullet as well. Hyunmin is still behind them with this ult. But can you actually land a big ultimate when you don't know where FNATIC are?
He's just biding his time, doesn't want to reveal his hand, his positioning, trying to keep FNATIC unknown and guessing here. Tap and flashback, he is forcing the issue in a fight out wide into the open. Crashes, instant response and sharp shooting from Kayak from afar. Make sure to seal it up and ensure that there is no danger.
Pacific all the way. I mean, we'll see. It would be nuts if Pacific won all 3 trophies this year.
Beginning of the tournament, we were looking at flashback, we were looking at actually Chronicle even before Alpha started having insane games. But now Hyunmin and Kung looking like the players to watch.
Have you heard any of the rumors about the big changes coming to the game?
Not used, not wasted, but also didn't guarantee them that
What was that?
round win.
Have you heard any of the rumors about the big changes coming to the game?
No.
And a slow
Go on,
Yeah.
rumor me up.
I mean, I don't know how much validity there is to this, but I've heard that they're gonna like significantly reduce the amount of utility in the game.
Well, that would be very, very bad.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Let's just make a CS clone.
To be able to use here, so it's dangerous territory still for FNATIC. Nothing stable.
Quite a bit of util. That's conversion pass. What's that being used for? A bit of a reclearance, but I mean, FNATIC is still so slow. Not even within the same zip code of where those ultimates are being used. Mako is going to trail back now. A bit of a rolling retreat.
It's good awareness from FNATIC, really, but it has allowed them to get 4 defenders in position. FNATIC saving util, but as the pop comes through, DRX will have a good resistance here.
Yeah, gearing up for it now. It's a lot of util going to be sent forwards. Hyunmin, here he is, trying to really...
Man, he is shooting today.
This guy, one up, he's stopped! You're kidding me! Smoke in your face does not matter. Mako still alive, sitting pretty to the corner, but not for long. Crashies. Turning a fire, brings it to that 2v2. Still out wide, does force the fight, gets info. Also a flashback, he is still calm, cool, and collected with the aim. Composure's there, and a dimensional drift just to spot out this last straggler. Boaster spotted, and there's no chance for him, not quite. Freeing puts a bullet to the back of his brain. That's 3-1 now for DRX, leading nice and early.
And you see there how DRX look to try to take the fight. I think across this series, you're going to see DRX be the ones on defense.
I'm not sure what that means, Camper Zone.
Up the tempo, trying to take the engagements to FNATIC. And FNATIC's job is to bait that out, which they did this round, and still be able to hit a site that isn't stacked. That second point, the real problem there. Especially when you're playing against a Yoru. Gate crash, flashback, straight there on A. And that's a massive round for knocking down the economy of FNATIC. They don't really have much to work with, but they can take more risks on a round like this.
Very much all in here, but with that hinder and the dart, you're revealed up. Going to be falling as a result of it here. Mid being pressured and stressed. It is a weaker buy for FNATIC, so they can afford to take these risks.
Most of the kind of player that loves to mess around with this top mid area. That's why DRX are also putting 3 players in this spot. You want to be wary of it. The EMEA teams love focusing on this area of Sunset on their attack sides. But easily dealt with in this one.
The dynamic duo really making sure that they can make the most of that one. Now you've handed over a gun to Alpha. Player you do not want to get online. He was dominant in the matchup that they played versus each other, but Mako will ensure that there is...
Looking pretty good so far.
It could get out of hand soon enough here, so...
Well, Alpha's not even really online there. That was his first kill in the game so far.
Right.
You know, before that, 0 and 4. He's also not someone that we see play a lot of Vice. This is only his 3rd time ever picking up Vice.
Dev said it will be more of a util game than an aim game.
He's dabbled with a little recently. But you need to see him being able to take those fights over towards B main, rely on his incredible rifling skills.
Early timeout.
I think he was the 2nd highest rated player in the tournament behind Aspas, who obviously had a ridiculous tournament. But after he took that unfortunate, like,
So more util would be joining? I mean, that is the opposite of what I've heard. I don't think people would like that, but we'll see. I'm sure we'll get details tomorrow or the day after.
2 out of 5 of the players of FNATIC to turn up in a match like this.
Oh, for sure, because, I mean, DRX are going to test you. They're going to take fights often. Come in and flashback are prime examples of that. They've been set the pace, meta-defining almost from the way that DRX are playing this Waylay Euro composition, and I love that they made this adjustment as well to the Sunset. I haven't liked it when Flashback has been playing the Neon. More of a fan of when they do sync it up with the Yoru, where Flashback is more comfortable. And listen, they are so eager to take those fights and they win them often.
Yeah, I think it also just gives you such great opportunities on your defense side to have those fast rotates coming through.
For sure.
Something that was really hurting them on Haven too, where they run the Neon. But it's so sick to see our top 3, a different team from each region, all bringing a different flair to the final 3 of this event. A 4-player stack for DRX to open, but remember, Flashback going to be able to reposition if there was some kind of quick B split on the cards for FNATIC. Not that they run those fast rounds often, but Boaster has been throwing them in a bit more than he was at Toronto, for example. Pretty to test. Yeah, getting really aggro. These are opportunities actually for Alpha to try to take one of those engagements, but he's not in the right position to punish this time.
Very aggressive when you still have the cam up, but might not be expected.
Do you know when the live dev show is?
He's not going to be pressured unless Chronicle walks about past that box, but mid being contested, Flashback just umming and ahhing, and Chronicle setting this one up for the B split. In through Market, Prowler deal with a trip, but no one left to punish that spot. Cam going to be broken, and again, this is unexpected. Why would you ever think that he could be lit up onto this corner, and it's a war of attrition. Flashback trying to deal that damage still. Ring's going to be cleaned up here. A lot of damage done in the process, no kill claimed, but we see some ults now being offloaded to Nightfall to lead the charge.
What's up, Copyright? How are you? Oh, it already happened. I see.
Tight, seeing if they can avoid the ire of the opposition. Again, double blinds it up. Hinder comes out as a result of it, and Bane locking down one of the extra avenues, ensuring that he buys time for his team to get in.
Alpha's very late. Can win them in the round, though.
They are so claustrophobic right now.
They really are. FNATIC are trying to see if they can find a way
to spammed.
Oh, the killing main is so big.
Fine. Alpha's got a heavy task ahead of him. Has to really deal with all of this one. The double dashing crashes. Puts a bullet towards it.
What a play. Oh,
holy moly.
Play. He mistimed it horribly.
The stadium when they needed it most.
That's the reason you gotta respect him.
He had what, 2 HP? He doubled them there.
Yeah, they just did it too late. I mean, the shot dart is terrible. The darts there from Bane were shocking me. Like, he missed his recon and his shot dart.
Yeah.
Had to get the Phantom out and win the duel quickly. It's a necessary round for FNATIC to stay in this one. Utterly absurd that Hyunmin had a second ult to play with as well.
Yeah, he did. He's racking them up at a rapid rate.
Well, he's just farming the orb over by A main as well, right? He's
Never
done it again
yeah.
at the very beginning of this round. He's just gone and got that.
Speaking of contested, up the gut through mid. Overdrive now popped off as well. This could be galvanizing, and how the hell do you deal with this one? If you flashback, you've got to respect that util. It's up to 3 now. He's got to hold them back out towards Market. Ajar with the movement, crashes. It's just trying to make it awkward, but it's not good enough. Not against the likes of him. Real heat up in form over the course of this tournament. He stamps down his authority towards the B side. Time being bought for his team to get into the fray, into the fight.
Could be winnable here still, actually, with the Steel Garden. We'll see whether Alpha wants to commit it.
Waiting into the back pocket. Corners need to be cleared, though. That's great movement from Kayak. Just a jar again with that movement in time, but it's not enough to overcome. Massive.
Fring is such a weird player to me. His aim is, like, unbelievably good. But I feel like maybe 30% of the rounds he looks like a total bot.
Yes, he can sometimes just be in a very shaky mode. Maybe he's just a player who feels pressure more than others.
Yeah. He also just relies on his aim a lot. I remember Yuditon told me, because he used to be teammates with him, said that he used to play 20 DMs a day before he'd go to bed. Like, he had to get 20 DMs in every single night before he went to sleep.
Jesus.
Definitely scraping at the bottom of the barrel for that one. Again, no contestation over towards A main. It's purely mid control. The sole focus here for FNATIC. Backing away, Hunter's Fury. They see that one as well. That pressure coming in through into Market now to Trip. Really going to be highlighting a lot of these players, and that's just to relieve most of it. Still with Flashback going down, and Alpha soon to collect.
Huge value from the Stinger, isn't it? Able to collect onto Freeing, who's gone pushing out in B main again and died. This is a gift for FNATIC, an absolute gift. They thought they were going to have to use massive amounts of ultimates in this.
Yeah, that's a good change up. They're like, okay, no more fucking around top middle. Just split B.
DRX have a bit of a buffer in the bank, but whether or not they want to go for it, dependent on if they can find some kills. Paranoia is going to be good. Connection onto the 2, forcing FNATIC. Backing up. Digging in deep now into the side to try and hold this one back into the retake. Hyunmin swinging wide. Time is ticking though, and with Hyunmin forward, surely that's it. First domino that was needed. Mako will just try and exit and roll and retreat out, doing damage where he can alongside Bane here. As we were saying, a much needed round for FNATIC and a gift towards them. Ultimates saved, winning despite the poorer weaponry.
Yeah, not even just saved. Chronicle actually taking that fight towards the end, got his Rolling Thunder online. So now they have a breach ult to work with in the next 2. It'll make the next round easier, if anything, for FNATIC to be able to pull off. Kayak with a huge entry here towards Flashback and Market, but I think Freehan's got to stop going walkabout over there in B main. If you want to be controlling B main and taking the fight to Alpha, to potentially Chronicle, whoever's in that area, you got to have a buddy with you. You can't just be wandering in alone. You're putting so much risk there into the round. By the way, Hyunmin, 3 away from having his 3rd ult online, despite not having a kill. He's literally just picking up this A main ult orb at the start of every single defense round.
Again, no pushback. This whole game plan from FNATIC, putting the focus onto mid.
Yeah. At the same time, though, DRX not really adapting and putting more pressure over towards Market. They have a trip there for Flashback to play off, but he wasn't up to it previously.
Oh, Lion Prowler again, that trip. I want to really play off the back of this one. Way out into the open, that's a steel guard, and you're going to be forced to respect that one. TV backing away, Decider!
No way.
Hello! Shorty into the hands of Bane, that's long distance and range of Freeing has been set up beautifully still. Jammed out Hinder! And what?
Why are they pushing this tiny choke after using the steel guard?
I mean, yeah, that's not a round. 5 stack, all go through Market, and then try and push up CT.
Yeah, that was brain dead. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's not a round from a team who plays Sunset. Great saturate though.
With his saturate. They were so ready for that hit to come through, but instead of stacking inside Market, they baited and lured FNATIC in. Really nice adjustment, actually.
If your plan is to get your Visor Market and ult, surely you're having someone like late lurk mid, people are going to be running away from it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do at the start of this round? There's no point taking the ult orb. You've already got your 3rd
Also, they
online.
clearly don't know what A does on this map.
Yeah, which is crazy because they're playing a breach comp, so you should be able to take the fight A very easily.
Down on stopping FNATIC from taking this space. Got to imagine that Hyunmin is going to be looking to reactively ult wherever FNATIC decide to end as well. And the buy is shoddy. FNATIC are going for a half.
It's all over the place.
2 Guardians, 2 pistols.
Trying to force the issue as well, trying to take a fight forwards, but that is a good connection. Conversion path is ready. These players are lit up. Hailers around their heads are going to be slowed down. That fault line not quite good enough for the bodies. The players ready to swing out and trade anyway. Finding their mark and finding their footing. These are guns reclaimed, but again, it comes from every single angle. Watched for, anticipated, Freeing, put in the squeeze. Crashes from behind. Looks to do the damage.
Oh no, Mr. Crashies.
No.
An exit out as well. This is uncertainty across the map, but it leaves it in the end.
Redeem yourself, sir.
What is going on?
Snarled up, chewed up, stunned up. Know exactly where he's playing from. It's an essential 1v1, but he misses his chance. And plays it safely with discipline in his mind. Right time for Mako. Claim to be main, and now Crashies. Surely it's inevitable.
What's up, Warwick? How are you? Copyright bad news. PaperX is out of the tournament.
Not even really the right weapon for the job, but he just spots it. Freeing back towards it. They spot each other out, and now getting a bit of a move on. Smoke layer down. Horn is broken. Freeing defense in his mind. The captain to cover through the.
Does he realize there's another smoke?
Oh.
Oh, Freeing did a good job there. Get him,
yeah.
Get him.
Deliver that death blow and earn DRX that 7th round.
Respect to Crashies for making that one close. Because DRX had them in their palm that whole time. Look at the way that they're taking all of these fights up through mid. It is a half fight from FNATIC, but DRX constantly fighting them, never allowing them to continue to move. They just got stuck in mid, fending off attacks from left, right, and center. Second to last round of the half, and FNATIC have weapons to work with. Chronicle still sat on 1 kill. Unusual to see for the winningest player of all time in Valorant, playing for his spot in a 2nd Champs Grand Final.
Yeah, Chronicle, I need you to not have 1 kill. Thanks.
Talk about rounding out the trophy cabinet for FNATIC. Chronicle.
Amazon Pay is official partner of GE.
The thing is, when FNATIC do this for the first time, it feels
VCT.
so
obvious.
Yeah.
Into the corner. He is hard committed.
Here comes the breach ultimate.
Mako. He's still holding down the conversion path.
Wow, what a play.
Sets it up beautifully. Mako strikes where it hurts. Slow to a crawl.
What a
Yeah,
play.
that's a nice teleport.
But again, it's like, oh, let's go A with breach ult. Well, you haven't fucking done anything on A
They've been waiting for that the whole time.
in this whole game.
Sat there
Yep.
feasting on the ult orbs. throwing bodies in now to try to take
I mean,
down
that's
Alpha.
not
You
troll.
still got to give him a little bit of
Give him the 4th kill.
40 seconds.
Give him the 4th kill. Yes.
And that's the game plan in a nutshell there for DRX, isn't it? You know that the attacking team is using double initiator comps with massive ultimates. So you just farm up your own huge defensive ult, and it counters it completely. And these players are sitting ducks over here. Crashes and Chronicle can do naught but die. And now FNATIC pushed down.
Mako's the IGL. Yes, that's correct.
Of an attack arc for them. Last time these two teams played, Boaster was calling rings around Mako, and now I feel like the prep work has flipped things entirely on its head.
DRX have really come into this one primed, ready. Round 12, last chance and a half.
The only major weakness has been over here towards B main, but it's been in the mid round, not the early round, when they've baited freeing into going for walks.
Massive group up. Ult earned up as well off the back of that orb. Plenty of them to work with if you're FNATIC.
Bay has the Outlaw, 4 players with light armor on the other side, and they are going back over towards mid.
Not ready yet.
Double hold up. Smoke in your face though. What can be broken as a drone used in response of it. Just the acknowledgement you're looking for, Mako. There's an ult used just to see if they were taking up a bit of that space into main. Prowler forwards again.
Yeah, their lack of A pressure has been very weird.
Yeah, has actually pulled Hyunmin over towards the A side.
Seems like with a breach comp, you would not want to focus on mid nearly as much as they have.
DRX having 3 players ready to defend the B split, but Steel Garden's gonna
Are we going to change our IGL? Dude, I don't know what's happening with the roster. Not gonna lie. I have no idea what's happening with the roster.
That's a nice passing. What? Two through the smoke.
Final
Insane.
boss. Final boss. Final boss is awake.
Alpha has been huge for them in a couple of big moments. 13 kills he ends with, 1 behind Hyunmin, who also had a monstrous beginning. But in terms of rounds on the board, FNATIC are scraping the bottom of the barrel just to get 4. Yes, they lost the pistol, but I think you expect more from FNATIC on their attack sides. This is going to be tough to recover on the next half of Sunset.
Absolutely, it's going to take a lot to recover from that one here. Still down with a deficit, but for now we're sending it down to the floor with one of Coach Milan's biggest supporters.
Bonjour Paris, hello everyone, I'm very
European Kurt.
David, Milan's best friend here with me. So David, first of all, welcome to Paris. It's a pleasure to have you here. And you've been able to see Milan's evolution. He started as an analyst and assistant coach, and now he's back to head coach. So how do you feel about, his evolution? Does he make you proud?
We'll
What about
interview
all those
anyone but
responsibilities
DMV.
that he's having right now?
Yeah, I mean, where are you? Why aren't you there? Do you even care about the game? About the sport?
He never thinks he knows it better, and I think that's what makes him such a good coach.
For sure. Donc première question, comment est-ce que tu as vu un peu l'évolution de ton meilleur pote Milan? On le sait, il a commencé en analyse, maintenant il est head coach, il a eu plus de responsabilités. Comment tu vois ça? Je suis trop fier de lui, il a le potentiel d'être l'un des meilleurs coachs du monde et surtout, il reste curieux tout le temps pour essayer d'apprendre des autres. And the second question I'm going to ask you, we know that you're a very good duo IRL for sure, but what about in-game? Have you guys been able to play together? Who's the best one?
Milan is by far the better player, but we do work well together because he just makes me bait for him, and then he gets it done.
You're just the wingman, right? He just makes you go in.
I'm just a human shield.
A human shield for the coach, for your best friend. Deuxième question, on sait que vous êtes un très bon duo dans la vraie vie, meilleurs amis, mais est-ce que c'est pareil dans le jeu? On a joué un petit peu ensemble, Milan est largement meilleur que moi et il se sert un peu de moi comme d'un bouclier humain. Thank you so much, David, for joining me, and we're gonna see if FNATIC can take the victory on Sunset. See you.
Can you see my setup? I mean, not right now, because that would make me have to take my webcam off. It's not very exciting. It's just a couple monitors. Couple monitors, a chair, etc.
My God, he saved them in a game the other day, and he is off to an absolute lightning start. He's 14-9 so far for this opening half of our lower finals.
I think he got up to 11 kills in like round 6, something like that, when he got his second ult online. And And then from there, managed to get a third ult just by farming ult orbs. So, yeah, he was absolutely instrumental in getting DRX up to this lead very early on. And I think you need that. Now, we also don't know what these rookie players are going to be like over the course of a full BO5.
For sure.
Yeah, it's not a sprint, it is a marathon. Not only do you have to start strong, but you have to finish strong too. Here come FNATIC going on a walk down mid to open up their defensive pistol.
It's a bit of a set idea. Spotted out. Chronicle has been lying in wait, holding that foul line in case there is that towers pressure.
Yeah, he's looking for anybody to try to punish in that direction. Playing a very supportive breach in this map. Really got a chance to get involved in any of the
Interesting that they're favoring Waylay ult over your ult.
scoring again. Spots that mid setup has been dismantled and calls for his team to come back in that direction.
Crashies walking around here, more freeing, contest it. Will even spot it just the shoulder. Not sure if he saw the signs of life, but
I think Freehan's doing a great job here of giving information to Mako, to the caller, of where the gaps should be. Having spotted the Neon and the breach in mid, you know that they were about to go and follow all of that noise over towards B. They might have just missed the timing though. Chronicle and Boaster are onto this.
big rotations. FNATIC making sure to get reinforcements in place. Over towards A, that's a miss on the dart. Crash is revealed up, so position going to be noted. Horn is going to be broken on top of it, one way.
They still have the fault line to defend with, and Boaster's paranoia, but Boaster's starting to think it might not be an A finish.
Chronicle is going to come down to reaction times here. Now holding Util wants to square up and take that fight. Double ups, shoulder to shoulder, him and Crashy. He's doing enough damage. Make sure to slow the approach. DRX really being stalled up, chewed up, and with that C's connecting.
Oh my god, Boaster.
Where the hell are those bullets going? Time is of the essence. No anticipation for Mako.
Yes, Chronicle. Yes, Chronicle. Oh.
Trying to batter his way past this one, but with time going down to the shreds and finer moments, it is FNATIC claiming that pistol, sorely needed.
Okay, maybe we have ourselves a map.
There's the guy who's won all the trophies.
Yeah, I'm already very concerned for DRX.
Eluded him, but
Really? Just based off the pistol, or off of how the last?
Just based off how,
Okay.
like, the time, like, these two there, the fact that Bane is the last one in, despite the fact that you just Omen flashed them from the other side, and we're getting spammed in lane, and you know that two people are there, you've hit them with an Omen flash, you should know where they're gonna go. There's only one place for them to go.
Yeah.
And yet those two are still so fucking passive and scared. I just think that shows, like, you don't fundamentally get how the map works. And you don't understand, like, where people are likely to be.
just in the playoffs of this tournament alone.
Their careers have been defined by it. I mean, remember lock-in. This team knows how to dig deep, they know how to pull it back, and they know that every single game is winnable.
That's a lovely little combo there. Sees over the top, you get confirmation, you get information on the player aftershock.
Also, just want to let you know, I coached University of Oregon last night for their prac. I took multiple timeouts. You're welcome.
Thank you. Love that. Love that for you. Love that for them.
On either Sunset or Corrode. And we don't know what comps they're going to run. Came out with a new one here today. Might change it up for Corrode, who knows?
For sure.
But more than that, you need the players to be on as well. Especially with the way that DRX likes to take those dry fights.
We like lost 3 rounds in a row, and I blew my whistle into the mic, and I said, "All right, Buttercups, we need to sack up and commit to the offensive line push."
Speaking of timeouts, I'll tell you who's going to need a big timeout in this half, probably.
Term out.
2 big timeouts, perhaps.
No dice just yet. DRX instead.
Our favorite coach,
Mr. Term.
Focus over towards mid. I think it makes a lot of sense as well when FNATIC are running the Vice, because it's not as good as controlling.
Yeah, did you sing Hakuna Matata?
The concrete
I did not. I did not.
That's the real question.
I saved that for the big games. This is just practice.
See, now this I find interesting. It seems like something that you could maybe exploit. Is because I was saying, like, if you're DRX on this attack side, like, just wait for boasters to start doing one ways and then just fucking hit boaster, right? Because normally it's always the Omen here playing A.
Yeah.
It's almost like FNATIC are trying to hide boaster.
You don't want Boaster to be taking duels against Yunmin and freeing.
Chronicle's expecting them to go market here.
Contestant smoke in your face as well.
He can swing around and fault line all of this for Crashies to play through.
Forward a peak, it's a horn forwards again, but now this is getting a little bit messy. It's a fault line.
This seems like not where you want a double duelist comp to be
Oh,
playing.
they saturated themselves. It doesn't matter, Human, despite missing his util.
Just to get tricky with it. Chronicle forced out into the open. position noted from Pryor.
Well, it was a little dicey. Good thing this guy's pretty good at the game.
No intention of playing this one into the retake. Got to save the big boomstick and the rifle for another day.
I like the idea from FNATIC there, that you've got Chronicle in this swing position, where he can either send a fault line down into market, or he can turn around and send a fault line off in this direction as well. The problem being that they were incentivized to fight into a crossfire for DRX. DRX had already managed to slip into that defense side spawn, and it became a brawl in very close quarters. If anything there, I think you want Crashies to be the one backstabbing and being aggressive rather than the players from Boba looking to try to take the fight. These kind of scraps and small execution errors, probably just a lack of experience really for FNATIC, because they don't want to play on this map very often. It's mad that we have it as our first. But that's because both teams have had it as a permaban at this event at this point. Oh, and that's... I mean, it didn't... Honestly, it didn't...
I mean, the shots are crazy.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Hyunmin's just immediately activated off the back of it. Weapons still online for FNATIC. Yet to get up to any of those ultimates.
Where's MCE? I mean, he's working for Maryville. He was never gonna stick around. He was just a short-term coach. He has a full-time salaried job for his college.
Kayak investigating, curious.
Again, mid being left entirely open. Full extremity control is the name of the game for FNATIC. I mean, they've got the op line, they've got a main control for now.
Kayak got himself onto a fairly deep position. And Bane's already used the drone early on, remember? He pushed Alfier off. So that means they don't have the same level of tools to deal with Kayak. Kayak can be pretty confident on this spot, but again, like I said, the kills are just not going his way. He's got himself on a good line, but that's not where DRX are looking to go.
Full contact, so brave when you know the Kayak is holding on to the operator. And Alpha, rifle aim tested. Hyunmin with the trade. Chronicle, it's a phone line up towards the top section of in the kill.
Whoa, Observer, where are we going?
See if he can take that fight, but Kayak finally spotted and reveals his hand. He's doubled up. Has some backup. Bane looking to bait. Shoulder just peeking out, but you really want to test that guy. Kayak lights him up, crashes with a follow-up.
You thought MC was a good addition? Yeah, I mean, he's very good at what he does.
And caught two players really off guard. The first one, they got on, managed to find a jump to market, right? They overwhelmed Alpha a little, went 1-for-1 in that spot. And then Flashback goes and tests Chronicle. We got ourselves a small take pause. But of course, the adjustment coming out there from Kayak is lovely too. Just getting himself more involved in what's actually happening, rather than just getting posted up for info.
Not playing a passive game here. FNATIC, early days yet on his half, but showing good signs that they're calling around the way that DRX are
Oh. Freeing turned his monitor off. That's why he stopped getting kills.
That does make sense.
It's so weird how...
I'm still worried for DRX.
Yeah? We'll see if they've got some nice like exec rounds, maybe.
DRX's comp, you want to contact at the start of the rounds and then explode as soon as you get into position to exec a site. But while we got a tech pause, just... Hello. Hey, very good, very good. I mean, it is another incredible end to an event here at Champions. Like I was saying earlier, a top three, all from different regions. Again, showcasing how global the game is. DRX looking to take their third trophy for Pacific this year. Each one would have been lifted by a different team as well. Yeah, T1, then PaperX, then DRX. And then FNATIC. All-time greats, really, aren't they? They're the best team, the greatest team of all time. But have never quite been able to get across the line when it comes to Champions, the biggest event that we have in Valorant.
Absolutely, it would be the thing that would complete the cabinet for them. A bit of a trifecta. They've got lock-in, never to be repeated. Masters, rounded out with champs would be a dream for them, but still one more contender.
If Boaster wins champs, will he retire?
DRX, and this is a team, I mean, scary, honestly. The Slayers are the first seed. Bit of a rollback in a round.
Maybe.
Well, we had a crash on the DRX
Maybe.
side.
Angel and Boaster becoming coaches of their respective teams.
The round was live, but
No way Buster becomes a coach. I think he would become like an analyst for EMEA or something.
You don't think Buster would become a coach?
I don't think so. I think he would rather do talent work, but I have no idea.
So it's unfortunate for him. Triggered early. Now primed, ready for the pounce. Bit of an exit coming through. Thorns to slow it down. Youngmin, it's not favor trying to take a fight like that. Will recall all the way back into it. Still, it's going even, not quite.
Bro, can we get some kills on camera, please?
Yeah, can we not observe fucking Crashies rotate?
Still down for DRX. Retreat back.
Yeah, dropping off in this position is dangerous because Boaster still has a smoke.
Yeah, smoke
or at least he will do.
Wait, and they actually rolled back the round. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Dart up in a few fault line to clear most of the way, spotting out the players. Youngmin wants a chance to shine here for Boaster. What a shot! Adjustment over Bane.
They should win.
Yeah, ball don't lie, I guess.
Ball don't lie. Well, that was a better round for DRX, but
anytime you get Alpha in spots like that, where he's pissed off about something, he just activates, man.
Oh yeah.
He definitely refuses to lose in these kind of situations. His attitude is one of a winner. Popping off with Jake at the end there as well. I think that's what was really missing.
Ooh, I'm Sideshow. Ooh, Jake. Ooh, I know them.
Yeah, who's this guy think he is?
That's actually a caster pet peeve. In fact, he's told me that's a caster pet peeve that he has of casters as well.
Yeah.
When they first name players, and now he's doing it. Oh god, is that a miss dart?
That's just a bad dart.
To stop a market split, so FNATIC's setup really heavy around being main control.
Main control freeing. Hold on.
Honestly, good take, Chris.
Sorely here. Okay, well he still ends up finding out one. A deep push of Alpha, almost anticipating there would be a second player with him, because why would Alpha be playing that brave and brazen up towards main?
I think he might have even caught a glimpse of Kayak, just for a moment.
I mean, if they can find out that he's still there, they have hope.
Kayak's going to find it hard to get out of this spot, even as Neon.
Because he could maybe run out.
He's got to land the first.
First shot goes wide. It just was all. Then you called it, Josh. You said it. Spoke it into motion, freeing. Sent him packing.
The look for market here.
Back to the seat, Ooh.
They don't even need it.
Not a great swing.
They dealt with that challenge so cleanly. We're talking about
If I shave my head, I'll look like Spin. I don't want to hear that.
He just finds the perfect
I'm not shaving my head.
FNATIC are trying to set up a crossfire where Kayak's watching the left side so that Alpha can focus on main. And again, maybe it's just a bit of inexperience on the map. Maybe it's
I'm also probably like a foot taller than Spin.
Into that situation, maybe Alpha should be
maybe not a foot, maybe like 6 inches taller.
Reality of the situation is that Freeing was able to dismantle that easily without being traded. And now the task is just to hold on to guns, because Boaster and Alpha have very little money to work with.
Yeah, they need these two rifles if they want to get a buy going for the next. A few players have built up the bank, but still that pressure coming through. We'll see if Freeing decides to take that fight and the swing. Smoke up. They're happy to let them keep him.
Yeah, funky little smoke there towards the end. Yeah, I mean, Alpha just not quite having his back watch there, maybe starting to adjust the setup. And Kayak misses his shot, which could have bailed him out. They still have enough funds to be able to go for the op. Boaster has a stinger, willing to take the knock for his team. His job is to make the others on his squad shine. And look at this defensive setup. It's almost identical here in terms of where the wall is positioned from Alpha. Yeah, Thorns as well, but Kayak early on taking the op to look over towards tiles. DRX have, I think, done a really good job at the start of these rounds of not really showing face anywhere.
No.
It's hard to anticipate.
Hey, this is one of my walls.
Slow to a crawl. Like you said, always sowing that misinformation, question marks across the map. Despite the operator in the hands of FNATIC, it's a pretty good tool for gaining mid-round information. Makes the calling a little bit easier when Kayak can get posted, but
they haven't been walking into it.
No.
The one round where we saw him really get active was the round that didn't count.
Stunted Crashies is putting on a brave face over towards A. Chronicle by his side. He could peel with a bit of info if he's feeling the pressure, but DRX are taking it now towards this operator again. Kayak has been posted all game long. Had a few chances. Smoke in his face, though, denies him. The sight line.
They're going to contact through that.
They're walking all the way through. It's a flash forwards again, but that has just gone wide again with a shot. Flash didn't even connect it to the first place, but what a stun. Follow-ups there. FNATIC filling in the gaps, making sure to reinforce all the available areas where there could be that weak spot.
Uh-oh, DRX.
Doing some damage. Carving out a path to success into B. Flashback. Has a TP as well, just to get into the cross. Has that spike in his hands. And now a fight forwards again. Convergent paths. This sort of connection just into the back. Chronicle was a sit-in duck. No help, no bailout, but Boaster will at least answer back. Flashback and free now in a 2v3. Nightfall now used to get some more information. It's going to be 2 tags.
Okay, tags of both.
More where that came from now. You can see it. FNATIC gearing up. One step after another, the TP forwards. No sound cues. Freeing. It all comes down to reaction. He's not going to be nobody.
What?
And he slipped the net into a 1v1 now, but time ticking
Stick
away.
half.
The defuse, half earned. Boaster taps, trying to pull freeing out wide and into the open, but he doesn't expect it. Not from behind, like a
That was a very poor retake.
That was, considering you fade ulted them, yeah, that was very poorly done. Even the timing of Boaster and Crashy swing together as well.
Yeah.
There's trails on the ground and he chooses to ignore one of them and instead put pressure around the back. He finds a really good kill onto Flashback, but he's not there to help his team get through.
Like, don't they have trails to them? They should.
Yeah.
They played so like afraid and unaware.
Allowing just a small DRX take it. And in 1v1s like that, DRX have been immaculate at this tournament. A normal team, Brent, what are they going to win? About 50% of their 1v1s? Yeah, I mean, if you're good, sure maybe it'd be a bit higher than that. DRX have been winning 79% of their 1v1s at this tournament. It's absolutely absurd.
It's largely off the back of this Hyunmin Flashback. Dynamic duo. Hyunmin will dash in. If he doesn't feel comfortable taking a fight, he'll recall back and he'll set up Flashback as well for the entry, getting information in the process. So, you know, DRX, not only do they have the shooters, but they're also setting each other up for success constantly. It's a comp that just plays entirely into their wheelhouse, and you can feel the pressure it's putting onto FNATIC. In a matchup like this, unfamiliar territory, it's shitty ground to begin in this best of 5. It's worth reiterating, it is a best of 5. It's going to be a long haul, a marathon, really. Something that the rookies on DRX are not going to be too experienced with.
No, there is a possibility that they could burn themselves out a little bit and not have that towards the end where you really need to put your opponent away, especially a team that's used to comebacks like FNATIC. But at the same time, the final 2 maps are just so stacked for DRX.
Definitely feels like it on paper. Favored for the underdog.
So I mean, this is what DRX should be exploiting this whole time. Because Boaster isn't playing on A, you can just get ahead of the one-way.
Yeah.
Just go and get your Yoru ahead of this one-way every single time.
Drags FNATIC kicking and screaming forward to believe.
Walkabouts, Guardian in hand.
Yeah, I kind of figured that they would just go A a lot and just like bait out the breach stun, teleport out.
How have you you haven't even hit them? How? Was he walking?
Yeah, he must have been moving while he shot.
But what a mistake to make in a moment like this when a weaponry is really getting quite tight for FNATIC still. Bane willing to take point now. Answer back for his team. Still, guns not able to be reclaimed from spots like that, but rapidly approaching. This is FNATIC now trying to apply the pressure and the squeeze. Paranoia forwards. Kayak is done. But inside the spawn. Flashback's no more. It's up to Bane now in a 1v3. Ults against him. Steel Garden will push him out to the outer reaches.
I don't know about needing to use that ult there.
Gets the info, exactly what they needed, and now Discipline played for, trying to set this one up, the 3-2-1, and swinging past it. FNATIC are not done yet.
Even with the best clutcher of the tournament on the other side, Bane has been immaculate. FNATIC persevere. 3v1, played that beautifully. Kai putting his body on the line and setting up with Discipline to close out. A MasterCard Thrifty. And it's Alpha again to me, who he constantly is the playmaker in these kind of moments. Hello. Is he moving? Is that what causes the inaccuracy? What's
aim punch?
He got aim punched, yeah.
I mean, the second shot aim punched. Yeah. That is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
The first shot just straight up missed, I think. Maybe a bit of movement inaccuracy. That is by by the finest of margins. FNATIC getting themselves in a position to be able to win that one with low eco. And going for a tiles crunch here.
Hello.
Pushing down.
Yeah, pace increased. This is completely subverting the expectations. FNATIC, we know them to be a bit of a slower team, but no one home, no one waiting in the wings to receive all that pressure. It's flashback now with that dimensional drift. He's going to be gaining a ton of info. Backside control, Ronin Thunder. This is committed nice and early. Push back. Again, not allowing for that plan to go down, to get it into the post plan once more.
Everything's a bit low. I mean, I can't really turn stuff up too much.
Hunter's Fury, another layer towards it, and there is no comfortable ground to stand. DRX, they fill up the feed and get to that 12.
Well,
they absorbed that rolling thunder beautifully, all backed up, stabilized, and then counterpunched, smacked FNATIC with a silver ultimate of their own and just won so many of the duels. DRX has got some shooters, as does FNATIC, but rounds like this, all of the important kills going the way of the Korean squad. Nods of approval from the coaching booth. This was supposed to be a difficult map for them. This one that they've been banning repeatedly. Even Paperthin didn't quite have hope here to start, as DRX are up to map point.
That's right, one more round for an unreal opener here. Best of 5, lower finals, pressure into the corner. Alpha, yeah, spotted out. There's that recall, and look at it. They just follow it. The sight lines onto the minimap. The blind is good.
God, he's so owned.
Holy fucking shit. The util, amazing. The aim, horrific.
Just make sure everybody is calm and resets. There are no mistakes to be made here.
But yeah, this is just a big comp diff. Like that round right there, just bait out the entire utility from FNATIC.
At the wrong time. Be the sole recipient of this one. Mako not used just to clear that front section of sight. Sees the all clear. Smoke layered down. There's possibilities and potential to play in this one, but no one's really home. Towards the back, still umming and ahhing. DRX so will be able to lay claim to most of this site now. Kayak is there, operator in hand, still finds it. Flashback now, left to answer back. Can he do it? Can he get it done? The reactions are fast as anything, and surely this is it. TB backing away, Kayak all on his shoulders to survive in our opening map here. The DRX just like that, they scatter, peel up the rug, peel up the curtain. DRX don't want to give any more opening fights, no more engagements. They want to play this one with discipline. They want to make that statement.
All right.
It is leading this best of 5 lower finals.
Corrode should be very interesting.
We said it was going to be unfamiliar territory, unknown.
I don't understand why they picked attack.
DRX came out with a bang and 8
FNATIC?
and they've kept it going. Corrode, the next map coming up. We've never seen FNATIC on it at this tournament either.
I think teams are. Yeah, I think teams are a little bit afraid of DRX's attack.
Yeah, but FNATIC, when they've played the map, have had a really strong defense and a fucking woeful attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So unless they've, I mean, I haven't played this tournament, so maybe they've changed comp, maybe they've changed a lot. I don't know.
Could just be that they've seen a lot of DRX attack rounds, and so they have more ante on it, so they want to start against it.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro.
Alright, interesting first map. Definitely interested to see how the second one goes. DRX looks good. Chronicle having a really bad first map. What do I prefer, double duelist or single duelist? I mean, it depends on the map, depends on the team. I don't think there's like a specific best comp. I think it's really dependent on your players and also, yeah, the map and the meta. Right now, I think maybe like 2-3 maps double duelist is really good. I think there's a couple maps that I definitely would not play double duelist on. And yeah, it's definitely just like super map dependent. See the dev video? I don't know where the dev video is. Do you have a link for me? Where's the dev video? Link above? Where's the link? There's no link in chat. I might have links disabled.
It's DRX that take map 1 in this lower bracket best of 5. I've got Coach Termy here and Bella to do some translations now.
I think I have links disabled.
You were super surprised. They picked Sunset, but do you think this was a mistake? And what did you think about the rest of the maps?
It's not showing up in my chat.
저희가 로터스를 첫 밴으로 하면 프나틱이 선셋이 약한데도 불구하고 좀 무리를 해서 선셋을 고를 걸 예상을 했고 저희가 예상한 대로 프나틱이 조금 방해준 것 같은 느낌이라서 다행이라고 생각하고 있습니다.
I mean, we thought that if we ban Lotus as our first ban, they would pick up Sunset, even if that's not their strongest map, and that it worked out according to our plan. Oh, he was prepared. Thank you very much, Tammy, and good luck.
Well, right now, DRX has them right where they want them. Question is whether or not they can sustain it, because it's a long series. DRX manages to take Sunset. They go up 1-0 here in the lower finals, and we got ourselves quite an interesting matchup. Welcome to the desk, everyone. Golden Boy here alongside with Mimi. We got a special guest joining us, Sid City, a.k.a. Sadil in the house. How you doing? You having fun?
I'm doing great. The energy in here is crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool experience. It's a good vibe. I know this is your second champions, right? But how's Paris been treating you?
It's been amazing, honestly. I don't understand French. All I can feel is the energy, and it's like, it's amazing.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's awesome. Well, we're glad you're joining us here. Let's go ahead and break down the action and take us to our Verizon high-speed moment. Now, this is going to come from Round 9, and Mimi, we were seeing DRX just really take the task of FNATIC here, and you were kind of hearing it from Coach Termy there, right? They knew what they had in the Sunset.
Yeah, so something we were talking about together. It's just how good this DRX team is with this composition and like their reactions. Whenever they see something happening, I feel like they're so.
No, I didn't get it. I'll look for it.
Using that utility to help out. Here, it's an incredible kind of swing in from Youngman with the hinder to help out Free, who's already going crazy with the classic and somehow managed to stay in control of the round. There's that hinder from Youngman, who he's just playing so well today.
Yeah, it's insane. And Flashback showing the pressure at market, making them funnel into CT there and forcing them into the Neon, or not the Neon, the Waylay was. Yeah. It's just insane.
Yeah, we were seeing just some great layers from this DRX team for sure, and it continued to play out as the map progressed here. But let's actually flip the script, go on to the other side of the field, see what's good with Coach Milan as he gets ready for the next map.
All right, we'll check it out in between the next two maps.
Coach Milan from FNATIC. Now we're about to go on to Corrode, another map you haven't played this tournament. How big of a concern?
I found it. I found it.
In the map vetoes today.
Backstage, the boys, they're pretty relaxed considering we're 1-0 down. Obviously, Sunset wasn't the greatest priority for us to play, so we just thought, well, we'll get it out of the way early on. We kind of knew that it could go either way, and for Corrode, I mean, it's a map we're a lot more comfortable on, so I'm just looking forward to it.
Great to hear that. Good luck.
Okay, interesting to hear there. Sadil, I want to get your take on this. You're hearing Coach Milan say, kind of knew that this was not going to be the smoothest of rides for us. Does that surprise you? Does that give you hope for the rest of the series?
I think for Corrode, at least, it's one of DRX's best maps, and I think it'll be really difficult because we're going to see the same thing with the Waylay and the Yoru combo, I expect. And we saw the way that FNATIC was not able to
Who is this girl?
For those explosions, and I think we might see the same kind of formula play out on Corrode. So we'll see how that turns out.
It is interesting for me to hear that Coach Milan feels very comfortable on Corrode because his team hasn't played it here at Champions. They played it twice in EMEA, won both times, playing the kind of vanilla comp with the double smokes, with the Yoru in the mix. Really interested if they're sticking to that read, if they have something new. Watching Champions for you at home.
Do I have a public Discord server? No. No, I do not.
Like again with the Waylay and the Yoru combo, the entries onto the site, using the dash on the Waylay as a distraction and being able to go back in such a map that is in such close proximity on every site with the corners.
Oh yeah, it definitely does play out quite nicely here, Mimi. Here goes Angel Select.
I think this is the best map for Hinder as an ability. It's so easy to hit multiple players. But DRX start on defense. FNATIC instead starting out on this attacking side. Alpha, despite the loss, is having a really good map one. So I'm looking to continue to see how he can do on these lurks. FNATIC loves calling around the double lurks of Alpha and of Kron and letting them kind of find different positions within the map. So I think Alpha continuing his form and Kron finding a balance back on map one are going to be two big keys for FNATIC here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sid, are you liking what you're seeing here from Gunman and Flashback? Dynamic. Are we seeing the same thing again here?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
It's going to be a tough one.
They're so good. They're on this map as well. Playing against this comp, though, I feel like it's got to be so hard if you're FNATIC, even if you're prepped, to go up against those kind of combos.
I'm honestly hoping to see them fight the aggression with aggression. I think instead of just waiting for them to do something, I think...
Like, get proactive, disrupt them, and fight ahead, not let them dictate the game.
Not let them set the pace, exactly, yeah.
No offense, but why is this very unprepared analyst talking? I feel like for lower finals, champs finals, you need to have like your best people on the desk, and it's very obvious that this girl is nervous and like doesn't know what she's talking about. Really, it's kind of weird. Like, I'd much rather have like a pro on the desk.
Got to agree with the desk. I'm pretty aligned. The flashy style that DRX love to play on a map like this really suits it. It's in their wheelhouse once more.
I think on this first half, before DRX can really get into their massive attack side exits, FNATIC have just got to be able to punish little peaks that DRX go for. You know, if Hyunmin's going to swing out mid, or if Freeing's going to be anchoring B and peeking into B main, FNATIC's players have got to be good enough to be able to hit that head and punish them. Because if you're not punishing the defensive players for taking fights like that, I think you've got no hope at stopping the executes in the other half too. And FNATIC need one of these maps early on in the series.
Early beginning, a lot of mid presence, emphasis being placed as well. A couple of shots rattled too. Kayak is going to be worse for wear. It's alive for now.
Looking for that peak coming out from Hyunmin. You know, the spot that the Waylay is going to be playing in over towards A-Link.
I feel like A-Link pressure. It's going to go into a B split.
Yeah. And that puts things on flashback.
Spotted, Freeing there onto the side as well. And, well, aim well trained, anticipating that this fight could be taken.
Is it over?
Across the board here. So much damage being done, and the FNATIC players getting whistled down. It's almost anything, nothing at all. Boaster very much alone now. ISO needs some bailout from the rest of his team. Flashback looking to see if he can square up and take that fight nice and early, but the IGL makes him pay and makes him hurt.
I mean, is it over? Not if DRX fucking troll like this. What is Flashback doing? Like, why is he taking that fight?
For my VFL points.
This is a terrible throw. That's a terrible throw of an important round.
Coming up through the flank. Alpha the first.
Yeah, it's an off angle as well. Not expected, not anticipated.
And the pop off instantly from the FNATIC players. Boaster the hero in that round, man. Those three players that went up mid.
Is Boaster barefoot?
See FNATIC do that a little slower because they've got to know that somebody's going to be trying to put pressure on them from behind there. But when Boaster gets stuck in this corner, he fights his way out. And he's the player with Spike as well.
Yeah.
So if he goes down in that spot, it is curtains for FNATIC's chances on the pistol.
Why do I only get killed on pistols?
Well, you got the kill when it mattered, man. That was one of the biggest rounds that FNATIC will play on this map because it also lets you, in theory, win an easy follow-up.
Freeing, not much to his name here. Prowler forwards. Clone is going to be happy to let it glide past. He hasn't set up a wall, no real util that they're bringing into this round, saving it. A deep push from DRX through mid. That's 4 players now. Freeing forwards. What?
Oh my god, that's fast.
Snapping towards it. Reaction time test for Kron. Has to step up, but he's got Crashies to help out, supplement the fire out. Round out the round flawlessly. 2-0 now for the beginning on Corrode.
Strong opener there. Alpha showcasing that he's going to be able to take the fight to his opponents. I'm interested to see where this wall goes. Chronicle, 2 rounds now, has been putting it over towards B main. I would expect FNATIC to go and put it in mid for the majority of their attack side. But they might be trying to condition early on. There's this vibe wall I'm discussing over towards B here. They might be trying to condition early on that there's going to be a lot of pressure over towards B main. And that should open up mid A later on in the half. At the moment, though, they're just having to take mid control off the back of Boaster's smokes. And that is quite a bit harder. At the moment, no resistance.
Oh, an Alpha. Just takes a peek. Not anticipated, not expected. What a mistake for Mako to make. Hyunmin looks to, again, see if he can answer back, but as he's peeking for the info, Kai wins the engagement.
This does not look good from DRX. We're gonna get an early timeout for sure.
Yeah, this we are sleep. Just let them walk up mid. Just let them walk up A.
Yeah.
If there was going to be a hero, a savior, it would be him.
Boaster
doesn't have the spike this time.
Yeah, signs of life there, and even jump spotting over, so he ensures.
I mean, they might just actually save you.
Flank pestering, and so many unknowns right now for TRX. I mean, they got 2
Yeah, this is the freest first 3 rounds you're gonna see.
You just have to save in this position. FNATIC have managed to work themselves a very nice round there. And Alpha was just so unexpected over towards A main. I think, again, that's the pressure that they've applied early in terms of going for B splits, going for mid control. They were very noisy through mid. 2 stars and a haunt, and the wall itself, the Viper wall, is on B. So Marco probably just thinking that they're set up to take some mid and B pressure, not anticipating Alpha walking up, full contacting. Early as well. Yeah, very confident.
It's pretty critical here for FNATIC. We know they're a team with that resilience. They've been in positions back against the wall at times before. Flashback. I don't know if you want to contest to this guy. Still through the wall, he will eventually be peppered down. But 3-0 early. Bonus conversion for FNATIC is massive for them. Best foot forwards after going down a map here in a best of 5. And this is where you start to see the experience shine through a little bit. They've been in tough spots like this.
Yeah, I think the deeper the series goes, the more you're expecting the experience on FNATIC to start shining. Having said that, though, we've talked a lot about how this is going to tie the best that DRX has ever done. They haven't made it to a big final. This is also the best the FNATIC have ever done at Champs.
Yeah.
They've never made it to a podium spot before. DRX looking to try to take the fight to them in mid on a bit more of an eco round.
See them really squaring up. Look at that, the recall is popped off again, but it's haphazard, really thrown together at the last minute. But that blind is good, the damage not quite with the follow-up. Instant reaction called for here by FNATIC. Moving over towards B. Leaves it into the hands of Freem, but he doesn't have a weapon for it. Only the full armor. Has the util though to try and slow them down. Everybody goes over the wall at the same time. The blind
Why don't we see the judge being used on this map? Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the judge is really good on this map. And it's term out time.
Keep all of that momentum and pace going. Happy to dispel this fight happening over towards mid. And again, Viper wall being used on B. Chronicle really sticking to his guts with this one. 6-0 beginning for the Viper player, and final kill. Marco just melting into dust.
I think Judge and A-Link is really good.
This round, though, DRX
Little do you know the ways of Tommy.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
They do have an op though.
Horn not broken. Gunman can't get out until just now.
The best line as well. Look at the uncertainty in the way that Flashback's aiming. Michael down the reactions as well. Boaster is really quite brave. The reload hurts.
Yeah, but also a massive force on the refract. Gunman using that really early in the round.
Crash going to be fading soon enough. FNATIC though looking to see if they can increase the pace. Kayak's in all the way forward. I mean, this guy.
Jesus Christ, man, they have no idea what's going on at all.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like the fact that they can get
so much space so fast. It's crazy.
There's free contact on the yard every round.
Slow siege normally the ones to take their time, but return at least to kill going his way. Dimensional drift now is going to get that extra information. 1, 2, 3 players.
Sees 3 people. Sees all 4.
Yeah, but with Freem, isn't that?
Flashback, exits, crashes, delivering and raining down a lead onto him. Goes both ways, and now in a 2v3, still all onto Hyunmin. Mako, see if they can find a way back past this one, but the smoke only just earned up, and Alpha's ready. He's got a shorty, held in hands, ready for the peak.
Yeah, they're getting bodied right now.
Your move, buddy.
Yeah, for real.
Anytime that they're in a bit of a winning streak, you're going to see the energy and the mood go up massively. But DRX are making some huge mistakes to allow FNATIC in here. We saw Alpha get the walk up over towards A main and get the kill on Mako round 3, I think that was.
Nice, come on!
Here in round 5, Bane has got util in his hands. He's just not expecting Kayak to be as deep as he actually
the timing is insane.
They're really missing
Fuck
though
me.
the
Let's just wait
cues
till we've
on
lost
when
the map,
FNATIC are looking
I
to try
guess.
to take space and fight.
DRX.
Yeah, I mean,
No real shields to work with.
Hyunmin is laughing about it at least.
no timeout here is crazy.
Hyunmin literally was just lolling that his teammate died
Throwing away the
instantly.
gun to make sure the DRX can't pick anything up as they backfill some space in A main. It's been clinical so far in this attack half for FNATIC.
So the Sheriff spots a play, and that is a nasty shot. Tries to adjust the aim in time. Cooling down the Sheriff, but unfortunate. Not able to get that second. It's all FNATIC again. Laying claim over towards the site. Doubled up now by DRX Alpha. It would have been contested with this guy. Hinder dropped down as well. 5 HP. Shorty in your face. Gunman picks up the upgrade.
I'm glad to see them using this B wall. I think this B wall is good.
Fully drilled in and now looking to see if they can do that extra damage. Hyunmin realizing he can't play for this one. And it needs to be a call, a pause, a tactical intervention really from the coaching staff at this point. This is DRX just bleeding out.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, because I think it's not just that DRX are playing their own game but making mistakes or Fnatic are out shooting them. DRX have got the wrong read entirely on the tempo that Fnatic want to play at, the style they want to play as well. They don't have footage of Fnatic playing this map at Champions, but it's not like that stopped them from having a great result on Sunset. Both of these maps, Sunset and Corona, hadn't seen Fnatic play.
This has been an absolute beating so far.
As the desk was pointing out, we're having a lot of domestic success, or at least a little bit of domestic success. 2-0 on Corona, the 2 times that they pulled it out in EMEA. And those teams that they beat, the fans of those teams that they beat as well, in a very familiar spot actually, rooting for Fnatic to save the region in another end of a tournament.
For sure, the weight of expectations, and that goes both ways. DRX and Fnatic, but weight and expectations, you're carrying the hopes and dreams of your region to really get something done. It's been a hot minute for EMEA.
It's been a long time. And I mean,
A win boy, a win boy, a win boy, a win boy.
You have to go back to 2022 Copenhagen for FPX. And I mean, before that even, you're looking at Chronicle actually lifting the trophy and almost lifting the Champions Trophy in 2021. So they've got a huge amount of experience. They've been around the block. This team has gathered together huge talents from all across their region, and in fact outside of their region when it comes to Crash Heats. And they're managing to recover here really nicely in map 2. Pressure's on DRX, that's why they're taking the tack time out here.
Do you think DRX just did slash timeout because Termi wasn't calling one? They just voted on it themselves.
Hopefully. Imagine that Boaster's going to call a reaction, like a quick reaction off the back of that, because the tempo that he's calling here is faster than usual. He's not doing those 30-second execs. He's hitting the site around the minute mark.
That's really catching DRX off guard. All turned up as well for Alpha. The troubles don't stop.
Well, they're gonna,
DRX at least.
They're trying to contest this Viper wall. This is the big threat. They want more information over towards B main.
Opping this line though again. Put a wall in your face.
I think this is not correct what they're doing.
Yeah, if you're gonna put your there, you gotta get him ahead of that wall.
Can't just There's 3 players, 1 away from an ult.
Broken early, so the wall
Either that, or you just have him be a turret from backhaul, and then you just go aggressive elsewhere on the map.
Hyunmin is nowhere near to counter.
But yeah, you can't have him opping this line. This makes no sense.
Can't they see the gun? Double lined up there, surely they can. They've got to be expecting and reading this one. You get bullets to the dome. Only saved by the box there, but now you can be feeling it. Heat turned up. Fnatic sending this one flying forwards. Storm's going to be used to try and slow the approach, but it's still guarding all the weapons torn away. Out of the hands of these DRX players, it's up to them now to put a stop to it. But again, they go over the wall together. Emphasis being placed, and the gun just does not come back.
We're just asleep, man. Like, we're actually just
Yeah.
asleep. Like,
Yeah.
what are you looking at there? You're just like not even thinking about it. Your wall's just been tripped. They've ulted you. Get in the game.
With that side control, still feeling uncomfortable as a hinder that does connect to DRX. Should be surely getting this one.
Just sprinting in. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah,
Go next.
I know. I literally don't know what they're doing. Like, I feel like all of their setups have been very bad.
Freeing just caught in elbow, unable to use his primary weapon. And Boaster and Crashies feasting on sight. Wow.
Okay.
Giving it from across the stage, a 7-0 beginning.
Hey, he's gonna pull the headphones out. We're gonna have a tech pause before you know it.
Dude, Boaster is something else, man.
What a see the mentality difference.
Don't understand what DRX are up to over towards B main here. If you want to go for a refight with the Waylay and a Paranoia or something like that, fair enough. I mean, they're just pushing their face into a Viper wall that can go up and down repeatedly.
Yeah, why are they putting so many people on this Viper wall? Like, fuck the Viper wall.
Behind it as well.
Yeah, fuck the Viper wall. Go somewhere else.
Didn't even commit to that, but fair enough. Kaya gets out of there anyway. And I guess they can feel
Either that or push the Viper wall.
Hyunmin starts to back away. But the A side
But
does
this
not
Viper agent is new and people aren't ready for it yet.
Yeah. I'm glad they introduced the new agent.
Viper on this map. Fuck me.
Nice of Riot to introduce the new agent for the last couple of maps.
reinforcements arriving for DRX here, but they don't have the weapon.
They did take a timeout. They just didn't adjust correctly.
Mako wants a little bit more extra info. Nightfall even being that committed. He's hard stuck it. What a risk to be made again, but it's got
Jesus Christ, how? Why are you swinging?
10
No.
HP in a dream, and it will remain just that. FNATIC. Complete domination. The working of the map, the pushing and pulling.
A masterful performance here. Boaster leading the orchestra to an 8-0 beginning. Everywhere they go, they're just finding DRX making small errors. I mean, in this round, okay, they're working with lighter weaponry as well, but I feel like DRX are not falling back into more standard defensive procedures. I mean, there's good smokes, good double-up spots that we see a lot of the top teams using, and DRX maybe just not comfortable anchoring with their comp that loves to try to take fights. They can't find those fights. No.
They're not even trying to take them. They're just sitting back and doing nothing.
Attack that Boaster put together, where he was just slow defaulting and putting fakes all around.
Constant pressure applying the flashback. He's not being able to get anything done with his own. You're right, it's reminiscent of that one. Relentless.
And that, DRX were only able to put up a single round on the board on their defense side. Kayak with another ult to work with. It feels like the ult snowballs never stop for FNATIC. Lone gets a free break on the wall as well. Freeing at least with an ult to try to hold on to B, right? So he doesn't have to be super worried, but there goes Mako. That's the punish I was talking about at the start of the map. If they go for an info peek, FNATIC players sharp enough to rip them off.
Real step up from him. Now you're seeing ult's going to be popped off. All earned prior. Kayak's behind. Shield Garden. Hello. Where's he going with that one? They're trying to combine their might again with a util to follow through. There's a pass. It's enough of a slowdown. No one's home. No one to this side. The pit's going to be laid down anyway. That's going to attempt to get them back in, but DRX answering back. It's a quick pivot. FNATIC not looking to contest over towards B now, and they're going to get that mad sprint over towards the A side. It is open for the taking, but it's still left in that player disadvantage.
See whether Boaster can hold the horde off for a moment.
His position rapidly at that side as Savofan goes and that. No, okay, the Nightfall on top of it. He's not able to take that fight. Stand his ground towards it and the back. So Crashy's instinct kicking in, the awareness in the back of his mind that he's being pressured from multiple locations.
Oh my goodness. Go next map. Go next map. It's over. It's over.
The America's import lights up the French arena. Crashy's 15-3. Determined to make it to another grand final at Champions. What a performance. Reminiscent of some of his very best. Incredible awareness with the Nightfall that there was one on the flank.
Boaster's killing me right now, bro.
Put the flank forwards and go back to catch Bane as well. Monstrous, monstrous stuff out here. And at this point, Brent, I'm not even really thinking about whether DRX can come back in the next half. I feel like they still could, because their attack sides are nuts. Yeah, but I'm more thinking about the mental side of the game.
It really is.
I'm thinking about the amount of rookies and the amount of inexperience on DRX's side. And even Mako, who himself can get a bit shaky in big moments.
When you feel the energy of 6,000 fans cheering against you for your demise.
And it's
That's
not
very different.
We're not at the end of the series yet. These are not make or break moments necessarily.
I mean, good shoots. Like, FNATIC is shooting and everything, but DRX is actually playing horrendously. This is like one of the worst maps I've ever watched, as far as like understanding what they're supposed to be doing.
Course correct. See if we can put any sort of semblance of rounds on the board. Look towards it here. There's only a few left to play for. 3 more rounds in this half. Essential. Goes without saying here for DRX. Both timeouts being blown here early because minds are in the gutter, in the bin really at this point.
That was weird. Production just showed a clip of last map from the crowd. They had Chronicle on Breach.
It's not really put together too well. Kayak, he's already drifted straight past us. He's found himself a pocket to play in. Smoke dissipates, and Hyunmin spots it out at least. That's going to be a saturate layer down at the feet. attempt to slow this one, but again, FNATIC, they temper it, they hold it, they let it simmer. They wait for the peaks to come to them. Again, the fights are taking. It's emphasis being placed on DRX to see if they can step up and make their mark, but it's just not possible. Weaponry disadvantage, flashback.
I mean, they're literally going to get 13-0'd. Like, they have no idea what they're doing.
See, now that's the thing. You can lose a map and get blown out, and it'd be fine. We've never seen a 13-0 in a best of 5. I feel like, you know, when like, oh, we lost like 13-2, who cares? Let's go next. Or, you know, it's 1-1, whatever, right? But if you lose 13-0, it does feel a little different.
On a map that everybody has been saying is your best map.
A little embarrassing.
Massive comebacks like this. We've seen NRG do it, FNATIC do it.
I mean, they literally just gifted them a map. Like, this has been probably the worst corrode I've ever watched.
They've owned B main the entire time, and yet they've also
Again, just sitting back, no clue what's going on the map. No aggressive plays with the Vice.
just lock Alpha out of these spots.
They've been guessing the whole time. Where's the hits landing? Losing mid control nice and early.
Yeah, losing mid, losing A main, and losing B main.
Up. Hello. Just the leg spotted, but that might give him the timing to take here. Flashback is going to hold this one back. There it is. Boaster just wandering into mid, but it seems going to be speeding up off the back of this one. Flash up and overhead here. And he's spotting the backs of these players. Yunmin left to contain, and now a bit of a pincer. Putting that pressure right back onto Kayak. Slowed down. Saturate, flashes again to buy him a bit of time, but they're trying to take this one tightly together with discipline. Again, you don't want to let it slip. Not a chance like this, not again, and this is it. DRX, their time to shine. With a round on the board, much needed.
I jinxed it, my bad.
30 seconds left.
No real opportunity for Alpha to get back into this one. Not with the operator, not with a spike in the middle of nowhere.
And off the back of just a small adjustment, DRX come away with what could be a flawless round. But far too little,
I mean, they didn't even really adjust. It was literally just they got a free pick in middle. It's the only thing that happened.
Preparing for this map, they would have been thinking about DRX's attack half, because that's what's been giving people so many concerns. This a bit more of a standard one. Yoru takes a fight towards mid. Waylay makes sure that you can't get through a link. All really standard defensive setup stuff. Flashback now with the op. The op has been stuck behind smokes for the whole game, really. But he's going to try to make it work. Mako gets on the high ground over towards bricks again.
Let's have that little perch. All taken care of. A presence here from FNATIC over towards A main.
Okay, this is a little better. They take one of the mains early.
At least 2 players.
Make the map more simple to understand. Gamble the rotation early. Much better. It only took them 10 rounds to understand how to play their comp on defense.
Early on, saw Hyunmin work with his refract to go and clear out B main. But now the Viper Wall can just go up and down, and DRX have lost information over towards there. So coming in stacking on A because that's where they've heard people. But now as the Viper Wall gets cycled, they could play for this ult orb. They can get the Steel Garden online, and there's really not much that DRX can do about it.
Now DRX needs to group and re-clear.
From spawn to spawn, getting his cardio in.
It's a guessing game. Rotates are taking at least over 20 seconds as well from one side to the other.
They still have 2 flashes and a clone. They could very easily be re-clearing something.
Flashback has missed a trick with it. A-Link is going to be contested.
They might be overcooking this, though. They're going to use the Steel Garden as a fake.
27 seconds. He sees the sign of life. As the Steel Garden over towards B going for the split now. It's a dimensional drift. Disrupting this one again, but he's been pulled back off to the side. We'll see if he can exit out into them. Flash is held into the hand, but again, their weapons removed, but not inspecting it, not clearing it. Finally, the weapons are free into their hands. Youngmin trying to jump onto the chance, but
That is a crazy swing.
Oh, dearie me.
That was a crazy swing from Yunmin.
Nightmare of a round has been turned here for DRX. Thought the time could have got away from them, but now it's left up to Bane, and at this point, they know exactly where he stands. 11-1. Unreal
The only reason they won a round is because Flashback found a random timing alone and picked off their smokes. This really could have been a 12-0.
They never really got going. This one, the DRX decided to challenge them on pretty much perfection. Their attack side punished everything that DRX were going for. And now, despite the fact that we know DRX's attack is insanely good, they've just set an impossible bar.
They really have as well. We're going to be setting it down to the floor. Lou is hanging out with a mastermind himself as well.
Look, it's Chronicle on Breach again. They keep showing this shot from last map.
Et le prince des G2 m'a rejoint à l'arena. G2's captain Valin joined me at the arena. It's a pleasure to have you here, Jacob. Of course, the first question I wanted to ask you is, we know it's always a bit bittersweet, you know, to be out of a tournament and to have to watch it, yet you stayed with us in Paris. So what has made the experience enjoyable nonetheless?
I mean, being in Paris has been amazing. It's a great city. I love going out. Now I'm here as a fan. I get to be in the crowd, feel the energy, feel the roar, and cheering on these two teams. I mean, two great teams. It's been a blast, man. I've been enjoying this side of the competition as well.
It's also nice to take like a side step also sometimes for sure. Donc première question, on sait que c'est toujours un peu pénible d'être éliminé d'un tournoi et de devoir le regarder. Qu'est-ce qui a fait que ton expérience à Paris s'est quand même bien passée? Et ben je suis content, j'ai l'expérience des fans, je peux rester aussi avec le public, regarder ces deux énormes équipes s'affronter, et j'ai aussi visité Paris, passer un peu de temps, sortir aussi, et j'aime beaucoup la ville. And now I'm gonna
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just go next map. This is just a total disaster from DRX as far as their plan.
I mean, if you see the energy from Boaster right now, I gotta say Boaster. He's putting on a show for all those European fans out here in Paris.
What is the next map? Haven?
Someone I look up to. I mean, he's a great leader for his team.
Haven. Ooh, that'll be a good one. Both teams are good on Haven.
So I gotta say Boaster.
They're having a great recovery on this map. Donc deuxième question, plutôt Boaster ou plutôt
I kind of think DRX will win Haven. I kind of think FNATIC will win Bind. And then Ascent will be really interesting.
Merci les gars. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Let's see if FNATIC can take the win on the second map.
Unbelievable stuff really from FNATIC overall, off the back of some real heavy lifting of certain individuals. Crashies right at the tippity top of the board for his team, 16-4. We'll remember that clutch that we just watched and saw, but this is a guy that is dead set on making it to another grand finals at Champions, doing it for his team, putting them into that experience.
I'm very much not locked in on this map because I just don't care anymore. It's already over. You dreamt about DRX winning champs? How right have your dreams been so far?
Was Mako's DRX. And that was an incredible barn burner of a game. Lower bracket final in 2022 at Champions. Went all the way. Full 5-map series that left DRX heartbroken, shattered, and hit their ceiling that they've never quite been able to repeat. Here, managed it, and looking to take that one step further along. But
According to me, they picked each other's maps. Kind of.
Every exec has to be perfection. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even ready to discuss it at this point. This is really just looking ahead to Haven. Yeah, unless we see that miracle magic. But it does need to be perfect. Across the board, there's a wall in your face, a lot of damage and bullets coming on either way.
They might get like 5 or 6 rounds on attack if they can get snowballing, but there's just no way. There's no way they're winning this map.
Flashback doesn't have that gate crash to be able to enter, but Hyunmin still with his engagement abilities.
Footsteps potentially.
Yeah.
He's walking around. Okay, freeing. Watchful eye on it.
Both teams
what a waste of time.
Yeah, literally. I mean this 100%, like the actual meaning of the word literally, 0% chance they win this map.
Hanging over towards B for the re-hit. Should be some exploring through mid off the back of that flash. So DRX take a lot of space here on the A side.
Oh, there's essentially for free. 30 seconds being that backup policy. Flying in way towards it. Flashback. Might get tested soon enough.
Trying to forget the dream, yeah.
A little bit short there, just a few stray shots missing the mark. Alerting the position. FNATIC can still take this one, and as well as they take it together, traded out, at least with the one. Chronicle though, he's delivering it now. He's raining and hammering down those blows with the pistols in hand. The damage is going awry. Not really landing onto the opposition, but as I say that, it's Bane to be the one to collect. Over the course of this tournament, he has been a clutch play, has been able to step up when his team has needed it. But again, it's just one piece of the puzzle on a map like this. And
Do we see DRX cosplay from FNATIC? No, it's not happening. This map is over. There is 0% chance DRX wins.
Get started. But there's just
0%.
It's just so difficult when you put yourself down 11-1 on the other half. Yeah. Almost some fake optimism there, I would say. Down 11-2. And it's not to say that DRX don't have an incredibly powerful attack side. You heard it from the desk as well. Sadil was talking about how much he enjoys watching DRX's attack side. It's beautiful, the way that they coordinate the two duelists together on their B site execs. But at some point, someone on FNATIC is just going to make a big play to be able to win them around. They have too many stars.
Too many hitters. Be relying upon it. Hello. Oh. Okay.
Portal closed.
Nice spot at the back side. Okay, Flashback is going to be jumping on the chance. He wants to draw out the blood here. Name a couple of kills while they're at it and slowly closing in onto it. But FNATIC, they take the initiative forwards as the fight. Oh my god, what is that by Bane?
It's a big one.
Handed it as well. That's a Bulldog in the hands of Chronicle. Double dash over and around. That's recall. My god, Chronicle! 8 bullets left and this could get dicey. This could get dangerous. We were talking about it. Any one of these FNATIC players could step up, deliver those blows, and my god.
Let's go, Chronicle. Give me the point. Ooh.
Bated breath, the rest of his team can breathe that sigh of relief.
That's what we're talking about, the danger ever present with FNATIC. That round should have had no sting to it whatsoever. And yet a big, wide swing coming out from Boaster just sets up full B main control for the rest of his teammates. And Chronicle's got that kind of sting to him, that kind of danger. He's ruined their bonus round, so now there is no bonus. DRX have to force. Look at the weapon. And they have to win. Yeah, the weapons themselves are not great, are they?
Double Odin on the other side of FNATIC. Oh, filthy stuff. CS viewers, avert your eyes. What you might be about to see.
He's missed it.
Hold on.
He's missed it entirely.
He's missed the gap. Yeah, the Prowler drifted straight past it.
Oh no, what if FNATIC
No.
absolute fucking glue munch?
No, no, no. 0% chance.
Holding back the line over towards that mid angle.
That's a weird beginning to the round, but DRX come out better for it.
They're just wasting our time.
They've lost Gunmin, and Gunmin's normally the guy.
Cue the wasting my time clip by TMB.
And playing Flashback in behind is the second entry.
When would I've just been asked when do I stop panicking? When would you call this not wasting your time?
For free with a Nightfall.
7?
11.
Just such a
just hold down the line over towards this combo area. No committal by DRX. They only tag the one. They don't go forward off of it, waiting for Flashback
let's
to explore,
fail
see if we
the
can
site
most
and then
of the
not
way.
go in
Noise again,
where we
that's
know where
uncertainty
people are.
just sowed in the back of FNATIC's mind, but all that time being waited out has brought these FNATIC players together.
I'm worried about the clock here.
Yeah, 22 seconds left, and they've got bodies and players in position. Flashback, refight towards it. The flash not good, as well as he hops.
I mean,
If
it's a terrible decision, bro. You walked all the way through mid.
This is what I'm saying. 0.
Oh,
0% chance.
So that's so fucking bad, man. What a throw. You literally just walked all the way through mid. You know that all of that is clear. What, do you think these guys will just disappear? Yeah, what do you think that they were saving? He might have done. He must have done.
So damn uncertain, it's a tap. Looking for that reaction, looking to see where these DRX players are lying around. Snappy in the end, but the reactions need to be sharper than that. Not too many bullets left remaining. Time on the defuse. Time again is drifting. Boaster to be defended as a half onto it. A tap. Time still away for it. Where's the swing?
Free must have crashed or something, man.
Where is it?
Bro.
He's not even taking the fight.
That's so unfortunate.
He's just
Actual ass boss moment.
He's just sat there with a Guardian. I mean, that's a tech pause for sure, but that's, I mean, that is straight at the end of the round.
That's a heartbreaker as well. Damage done. You can't be rolling that back.
No. Guys, we will not be seeing a comeback. It's not happening. There is a 0% chance DRX wins this map.
Flashback, I have no idea when. Ironic. Ironic. High five there. Yeah, well done. Clean that one up easy.
Good job, yeah.
That is a killer.
That's really unfortunate.
A very winnable round, actually, there for DRX.
Yeah, freeing crashed for sure.
12-3 up for FNATIC. At least it hasn't happened in a map where it's like 11-11.
Sure. Yeah, when it's right down to the wire.
At the same time, though, we're talking about tilt. We're talking about mental burdens that you must carry. There's another one.
It's the kind of rounds that happen where you just got to get it out of your mind. If you get onto the next map, you got to not really be thinking about what could have been.
No.
There was a real chance.
Go next.
Heartbreaker of a round for freeing to crash at. It is a crash as well. We're going to be getting into the game momentarily.
Oh, it was freeing, sorry. I was getting mistaken there that it was flashback. But yeah.
Go next.
Pretty devastating.
Yeah, absolutely. For now, though, as well, we can follow up.
Oh, the cameras are broken too.
Soon enough. We'll see. Loading it back up and away. But you're right about the mental resilience. I mean, this is going to test a team like DRX. So untested, so unused to these big stage flashy lights. They've been trying to take it one game at a time. That's what they've been saying the entire time. Following yesterday's win over Paperex, we did speak with Mako for this Omen player moment, so take it away.
Gonna be a little bit of a long one.
I think they're gonna replace the PC.
Yeah, probably. Because this is like the second time he's crashed, it seems like.
That's gonna be such a fucking ball like now. 12-3, that's a massive tech pause into then instant map and into big pause.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
Only in EMEA, right?
Yeah, roll back the map. Yeah, Freeing just says my PC's been fucking up all map. Roll back the map.
Actual FNATIC bias by the PC. Riot rigging the game so Boaster can be in the finals.
졌을 때 배웠던 거는 뒷심을 좀 더 챙기는 그런 거를 좀 더 경험을 쌓았던 것 같습니다. 보스터, 우리 옛날부터 발로란트 씬에 같이 있었고 항상 챔피언스마다 같이 만났었고 지금도 또다시 만나게 되었어. 우리 재밌는 체스 한 판 다시 하자.
Yeah, we're definitely replacing the PC.
Another brutal one here, but DRX get a sign of life, light at the end of the tunnel, I suppose, for them, because the round will be momentarily rolled back.
No way.
Screen at the moment, 12-3, but actually when we go back into the game, it's going to be 11-3.
They're rolling it back.
The decision being made there to roll back the round due to the game crash on the DRX side. So
that seems kind of crazy.
That's going to offer an opportunity, but still, I mean, a massive, massive deficit here for DRX to try to get back up to. Close to having a conversation with somebody off stage here too.
Yeah. A lot of confusion as well.
Potentially. I mean,
Now, why are they rolling it back?
Kind of moment here in the lower bracket final. Interesting to hear from Mako actually after the previous victory that he had. Looking forward to this game. They have played every single time, Mako and Boaster. They've been at every single champs. Two of only 3 players to have done that.
Hell of a thread of fate that's woven between these 2 players.
And it's back and forth every time they've played against each other at these big tournaments. It's
You know what? Roll back to when Liquid had their tech pause and didn't roll back after Kayak.
Yeah, we don't fucking roll back when at the start of the round we lose a Euro pool before that.
Yeah, go back to when Liquid was playing and Camo alt
roll back
bugged.
the fucking tournament, bro.
Let's do it again. You know what? GE volunteers. We'll play.
Unfortunate for FNATIC, because listen, when you are so close to victory, so close to being able to get that turning point in a series, especially the best of time like this.
Roll back the season, honestly.
Honestly, T1, fluke. Fluke
Yep.
running Bangkok, roll it back.
Yep. Let's go back to kickoff. I'm down.
Give GE another chance.
Yeah. No more. Let me just head coach from the beginning of the season. You know, that was a tech pause. We tech paused our team.
This is now a tactical timeout. An opportunity for the coaches to actually have some
Wait, is it tank timeout as well?
Gets involved here.
Bro, who knows what's happening?
Yeah. Tag timeout 11-3. FNATIC 11-3. God, if they better win this map, otherwise people are gonna be
0% chance they lose.
If they lose this map,
0% chance they lose.
fucking
Taking engagements and peaks before they can set up. I didn't actually see too much of that though.
I mean, to be fair, right, is like again, they're lucky that it's 11-3. Because if it was 11-11, and like imagine there was a round go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
People would be fucking pissed.
Yeah. I mean, they should be pissed already. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. Especially because they're not even, like, telling us what's going on. I do think the timeout is fine, because, like, after all this shit that's happened, like, coach probably is like, okay, let me refocus the team.
So maybe just planning to go for that B exec where he dashes into a smoke or something.
Look like it. Signs point towards it and through B main. Flashback. Wants to apply the pressure, making them feel like they are taking that mid control. Keeping the players anchored to the spot here. FNATIC though, with a defensive setup, they've only got Boaster home. Odin in hand, he could make mincemeat of them if he's handed the right opportunity. Now you're seeing it. It's a Prowler, Thorns up and overhead. A double dash into that smoke to try and dominate that angle. Still it's Chronicle, he's forward, steps forwards onto the mark again. Now Horn lights them up, and the bullets raining down. Still Boaster's going to be taking a dink of his own. TP's in to try and disrupt this play. FNATIC fast onto the scene, looking to see if they can make a play towards it.
Really quick on the flank here, Kayak. Coming up behind to challenge Freeing.
And that's a fight to be taken at 1 hour. Freeing dropped down,
let's end this shit.
multiple angles. A pit is the extra element introduced here by FNATIC.
Ball don't lie, ball don't lie, ball don't lie, ball don't lie.
Over the reclearance, but Kayak plays it well with patience and discipline. Holds his hand as an overstay is welcome, and he's going to be just harassing from the sides the entire time. The emphasis and the onus being placed onto DRX. They're the ones who have to fight their way past this one because it is a slow.
0% chance. Just end the map after that. That round counted as 2. End the map. Go to Haven. Go to Haven. How does rewind work? I mean, I don't really know why they rolled back the round. They obviously replaced Freeing's PC.
Roll it back. Our judge didn't get a kill.
Shouting at them to roll the round back again. You do not want to annoy Alpha. Yeah, the position the Boaster's using the Odin from, he's being able to get this angle where he spams into hut through a wall, which is a normal pathing that Hyunmin likes to go for. So DRX getting antied here on their attack sides.
Big reads by FNATIC and a double hole, a double face.
Thank fuck for this. Justice prevails. Like when
Yeah.
FPX won.
No, not the turret bug. Don't bring it up.
The shot's not landing.
Turret bug was peak drama. That was amazing.
That was crazy.
Give me more games at fucking 2 AM.
And no more hope for DRX. in the hands of freeing, but short-lived.
Go next.
Answer, and we are 1-1 in this best-of-5 lower finals.
Clean finish in the end for FNATIC. They're going to feel vindicated for that one. A 10-round lead, a DRX with a lot to shrug off after just being...
DRX literally lost 15 rounds that map.
Now the next map coming up on Haven, one where these two teams have played before.
They know each other intimately here. The storyline continues. Mako and Bo's, the two vets who have been to every single champions facing off, squaring off. We're going to go to a quick break. When we return, the analyst will get us nice and ready for that Haven, the fated map.
I want you to lose. Stupefy them. No, I don't want to stupefy them. Should we stupefy ourselves then? Wait, I didn't think about that one. Yeah, stupefy. 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 Hey, Zestify. Oh my goodness, Zestify is out. Zestify. Oh, I'm dead. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. They're coming B.
Bro. That's one of the craziest things I've ever shown.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. All right, let's watch a little bit of this dev talk that you guys want to see.
Just want to play boosting, you know, others on purpose, or players who just want to play at lower ranks with their friends, or, you know, like a streamer making a challenge. How do you guys make sure that we're punishing the right people?
Yeah, so we know that smurfing is a broad kind of category that encompasses a lot of different actions, things like boosting and account sharing, but we also know the importance of like social play. So we don't want to compromise that at all, but what we are looking at in 11.09 is to roll out multi-factor authentication, or MFA, to make sure that we're targeting people primarily who are sharing accounts, and then later for our Ascendant Plus players to improve match quality.
Why shared accounts? So can you like talk a little bit more about those shared accounts? What's the problem with them?
Yeah, so shared accounts are some of the most egregious targets that we found. These are accounts that are moving between multiple players, primarily focused on rank manipulation and account boosting.
Could you explain why are Ascendant 3 players like Smurfs a bigger issue when it comes to smurfing compared to lower ranks? Why is that?
Yeah, so we're really focused on the Ascendant Plus match quality. We know win trading can be a problem, and so we really want to target that as well. But we've identified that a lot of Smurf accounts are also associated with Ascendant Plus. Okay. So we're starting there, and then we're hoping to roll this out to additional ranks after the beta, and we identify a plan. So
you've also mentioned ranked manipulation. So how are you planning on doing this rank manipulation report? Because a lot of players who are frustrated to get obliterated in-game are probably going to report their opponents for rank manipulation. So how do you guys see that?
Yeah, so...
Is Ban still in the boot camp? He's still in Seoul. So yeah, I think he's still at the apartments, but I don't really know.
We're going to collect a lot of data when we add this new reporting category, and we know that there is inconsistency at different ranks. We want to make sure that someone who's having a good game isn't getting reported or being actioned on. So we're going to collect a lot of data first, make sure that we have a really good algorithm and understanding, and then action on that over time.
So yeah, now I want to speak to you guys about a topic that is very crucial to me as a crazy ranked player. So that's what we're going to be. What are the main issues that are reported to you in matchmaking in general?
I think some of the main issues that we're trying to improve in matchmaking are things like match quality and trying to get people to engage in ranked to make sure that everyone's on the same page when they're trying to get in there. Everyone has the motivation to win. You know, I think that's something that we've seen has been not exactly what we're looking for. And we want to get players kind of back into that same place where everybody's working towards trying to win together at the same time. You know, when you hit that play button, that's what you're looking for, is you're looking to get 4 teammates to go and win, and that's not always the case. So we're trying to make improvements to help you get into those high-quality matches.
Okay. So yeah, we spoke about problems. Let's now mention maybe solutions. So when it comes to ranked, what do you think could make the experience better for players?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, again, like I said, trying to improve match quality and smurfing, like Eric was talking about, are definitely our two major issues. The way we want to improve matchmaking is actually looking at our underlying MMR systems, the things that help, determine, hey, how good are you? How good am I? How do we make a team of players that are all, around the same skill level? And in 2026, we're rolling out a bunch of different updates that we obviously can't go super deep into because the system is very much behind the scenes and very technical, but it's aimed at making those matches a lot higher quality.
Now let's speak about rewards. We're humans. When you want to get us motivated into doing something, a candy, a salary can do the job, and in game, we're talking ranked rewards. So guys, can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I know ranked rewards are a hot topic for people. People, chasing the gun buddy, but maybe it's gotten, you've gotten your 6th, 7th, 8th gun buddy. Maybe you want something else. As I mentioned about motivation earlier, looking into next year, closer towards the end of next year, we're going to be looking at doing an update to the ranked rewards. We can't go into the specifics yet, but we're looking to, give players something worth chasing and grinding for.
Okay, is that going to be more than a gun buddy or different than a gun buddy?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something that is different and more than a gun buddy. Hopefully cooler. I think it's cooler, but hopefully players will agree.
Fair enough. Good teasing, Max. Thank you. So I think that's already it, Eric and Max. I was just listening to you chilling, and I just realized I have no more questions for you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so much
joining
for having
me.
us.
Enjoy the finals, and can't wait for what's next. Thank you so much, boys. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Yeah, thank you.
Merci. So next, I want to introduce Dan, Ryan, and Tiffy from the Live Balance team to talk about the philosophy behind the big updates that are coming soon after Champions. So guys, make some noise for Ryan, Tiffy, and Dan. Hello, guys. Bonjour. It's a pleasure to have you in Paris, of course. We met yesterday, and we've been able to see your wonderful work since the beginning of Valorant. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to start this with a big thank you for making the game.
You guys need to let me know when the game is back.
But we're going to talk about, maybe not mistakes, but maybe things that you've learned in the past, what we're going, how we see the future of Valorant. So looking back at it, what are some of the, let's say, biggest learnings that you had throughout the journey, whether they're negative or positive? Who feels comfortable to answer that?
Yeah, I can start off with this one. We think it's important that we take risks and that we're able to change the game regularly. Kind of when we started, we were a little bit too afraid to change things up. We could potentially break things or that we would stop people from playing the game. So we think it's more important to continuously assess whether or not things are going well or if we need to adjust things. So I think we got bolder, we learned to take more risks and to change things more actively.
Guys, can you tell us a little bit about this year's, this end of year patches? What are the team, philosophy behind those changes?
Yeah, so we want Valorant to kind of be our forever game. So it's a game that we want you to play every year and many, many years to come. So we do try to strive for small balance patches throughout the year to kind of address outliers. But sometimes we do need to take a bigger swing at things in one go. And that's what kind of the goal of our end of year patches is. It's to really set up the foundations for next year so that when you come back into next year, the game is feeling fresh and we are ready for all the new content to come out too.
My next question is going to be about the mechanics of the game, right? Because we said it's a tactical FPS, donc c'est un FPS tactique Valorant. Heading into 2026, should our players focus a bit more on improving mechanically? We're talking aim-wise, movements mainly, or do you still see utility as a very big part of it?
Yeah, we still see utility as a really important foundational part of the game. We never want abilities to feel so weak that they're not worth casting, and we think ability strategy is really interesting and one of the things that sets the game apart. We're kind of always viewing abilities, gunplay, and maps as this important set of things that we need to always keep in balance, and so we'll always keep assessing that. But we're not expecting this to dramatically change how most players play the game.
Improving mechanically is going to be important.
Yes, always,
right? Always. That's a very good answer. So yeah, jumping on this, aren't you worried that at some point our game becomes, and Valorant becomes a bit more too elitist, with players that have a strong FPS background coming, from before? We've had initiatives like Game Changers. We know that the game is super attractive to casual players also. So what are your thoughts on this?
So ultimately, I think like what we're looking to achieve with these sets of changes is to basically increase the skill ceiling of like the upper end of ability mastery, as well as like the strategy of abilities will always be kind of accessible. That's why we have map targeted smokes. It's supposed to be easy to like put down and play. And same thing with like mechanically shooting. So I actually think this is us taking the right steps to make sure that accessibility is still always true for Valorant, as well as keeping the high end up.
Okay. Now moving on to another topic that I am very interested about hearing is weapons. How do you like balance weapons in general? We know that the outlaw is mainly used, in anti-eco. I mean, at least in pro, we see it every time. So, how do you balance those weapons in general? And are there issues that are part of the game for you guys?
So how we balance weapons is we
What's
kind of
happening?
think that we want weapons to have a distinct purpose in the shop. That's why the Vandal is good at long-range fights and those one-taps, and the Phantom is better for shooting through smokes, or you're scared to push into a shotgun.
Yeah.
We think that's a really exciting and important part of the game. And when we were making the Outlaw, we were looking for a space for an aggressive sniper to fit into the game, and we felt like an anti-eco weapon was good for that purpose. Yeah, I think I can also pass the mic to Ryan a little bit to talk a little bit more about weapon stuff too.
Yeah, so when we were looking at weapons, we were kind of looking at the whole thing of weapons, maps, and agents. And for all three of them, you kind of want to be able to play, your way, have your own play style. And so when we're looking at the arsenal, there's a lot of different levers that the team looks at, specifically around like building it to match the identities that they want to have. We have bullet count, for example, if we wanted to be able to spray more or spray less, or recoil, or like ways to make it more accurate or less accurate when you're running. So depending on the identity of the weapon, there's a lot of levers that we look at, but we want to make sure that you can use weapons with different agents and also on different maps. So they're pretty flexible.
So you can express your creativity through the weapons, right? So I think we're done about weapons, but we are not quite done yet, guys, because we have one more very important topic. So let's speak about Harbor. It kind of has become a meme in the community.
All right. We will get to the Harbor stuff next. Let's focus in on this map.
Utilize that agent's ability to cause chaos, to slow up and gum up your opponent's ability to create space.
Absolutely. It's those saturations, those ultimates that Hyunmin was so good at on the defense on Sunset. But now when we go into this attack side, going up against defense, they need to get in and around them. They can't just start going through the Viper and the Killjoy utility. They need to find those gaps around the middle of the map a lot more.
Mimi did a brilliant job explaining how VaporX wanted to deal with DRX and what they do in the attack. It's the same almost in every map. FNATIC did find a way around it, and they had to repeat it for this one. Again, put in a little bit of pressure.
All right, Mr. Valorant, who's winning this map?
Understand that they're going to be extra aggressive and just playing around it. You know how to.
I'm gonna say let's fucking run it back. DRX win.
Yeah, I said DRX was gonna win this, FNATIC was gonna win Bind, and then I don't know about Ascent.
Getting into the swing of things here, this middle ground territory and best of fives, and time to see if DRX can put their best foot forward. They're setting on their favored side of the attack with this composition, even making changes to it, which I'm a fan of. I didn't like it, at least when they were playing the Neon with the Waylay. It left the Flashback and was out on his own a lot. Much better when they combo off of each other and they can play that ping-pong style. So they've made the changes there, adjustments need to be made, and then there's also the question of mental resiliency. Can they bounce back after being smacked around by a FNATIC squad that is used to really asserting themselves in these high-pressure scenarios?
I think it is so important, though, that they're starting on the attack side here of Haven, because that's where they got their 10-2 lead last time around, and it's the defense where they've been struggling. It was defense Corrode that they just got bullied on. It was defense Haven where they ended up losing massively. Went down 11-1 there to lose the 10-2 lead that they gained. And I agree with you that the change onto the Yoru is a good one overall on Haven. But I think it should make their attack side slightly weaker because the Neon Wall and the stuns are super good on BXX. So it should make their defense side a lot better, slightly worse in this half.
Chronicle is playing right onto the edge of the smoke there. A couple of shots to lay it down. So Crashy's by his side.
A lot of ace spacing very early on. Almost impossible, sorry, for FNATIC to hold on against what DRX were doing.
One play break start, doesn't give away the game just yet. 5 players grouped up over towards A now, looking to apply that pressure. Reinforcements need to arrive, and what a perfect paranoia just in time. Posted towards the back, and the shots don't land. The recall back, and Alpha DRX are playing themselves in anyway. What a way to assert yourself and announce yourself to the party. Felt like that one was falling to pieces when the duelists weren't really able to get anything going, but
that shows you the power of the refract in that situation too.
Absolutely.
Hyunmin pulls all of the attention. Trip broke on the flank, freeing start to think about it, but Alpha would have to hit some ungodly shots to make this one a reality.
It's going to have to be surgical. It goes on either side here. Kayak already taking a dink to the dome. Not much life left in him, but he can still do some damage perhaps from this angle. The time is ticking. It's getting away from
You think DRX lost because of tech issues? I think they lost because their corrode was terrible.
A good confident look from Bane there, pushing all the way upstairs. Not just cowering on the site after getting brutalized on corrode, looking to try to take the fight to FNATIC.
Am I married? Yes.
He takes a loss, but also building up one step towards his ultimate. Wasn't really about the duelist though, was it? It was about those players behind them. Bane and Mako in particular.
More supported elements.
Yeah, taking all of that space together. I like what
Boaster's
Boaster's doing with the paranoia there, because it's a really good idea of being able to push back the duelist, but there is no smoke on site for the others to play around. I look at Crashies and Chronicle in that situation. If they had an on-site smoke to also use, that would be really good to stop the others from being able to take all of that space. But Boaster instead prioritizing the paranoia in that spot because it's really good at keeping the duelist back.
Not dealt with early. Name of the game for FNATIC on their eco. Going to be trying to farm up most of these orbs. Take away some more win cons as well, because listen, you don't want to get DRX going on this comp attack side with the ults generated. They will snowball. The game can get away from you.
Yeah, we saw on Haven two extremely one-sided halves. We've just seen a super one-sided half on Corrode as well. We've had quite a lot of these over the course of the tournament, actually. Teams building up a huge amount of momentum, snowballing off the back of ults, and then in some instances, ridiculous comebacks.
Yo, yo.
For that.
What up, what up?
What is up?
Have made adjustments to how the other was playing earlier in playoffs.
You've tuned into the most flip-floppiest teams of all time.
Yeah, for real.
It's very, very
1 second, I'll be right back.
Against DRX's composition.
Yeah, join the other call.
That's going to be the sign to go forwards. Big smoke to play in as well. Makes it uncertain.
Join the other call.
Dominating the angle still with that hinder dropping down. These are players that are flooding their way back in. FNATIC finding their footing. Paranoia sweeps. It's massive, honestly, and alongside the dart, it combines it all. The only thing missing from FNATIC is the weaponry in their hands to do the job and the damage.
Mr. Wager, you live.
I live. Hello,
A
hello.
little bit later when FNATIC are on that even ground.
Yeah, I was dead yesterday. It took me.
Am
Am I excited for this one? Hell yeah. It's been good so far. I'm very surprised at the corrode from DRX. But how's that? Cinema.
Now we're getting into more familiar territory, remember?
Yeah, I've already deleted corrode from my brain because it was so bad.
Where we've seen both teams clash. Bind coming up next that both teams have played
Yeah, they're playing so individually. It was weird based off of how they were approaching Sunset. Sunset was fucking almost perfect from DRX. I love that shit.
In the match that these two teams had to open playoffs. Looking towards C as part of their default for this round. Maybe just to deal with Alfier's turret.
It's way out in the open. It's broken though, so acknowledges that they are leaning over towards C early on. Flashback. Happy to take a few pot shots, apply the pressure evenly. Still see if he can keep a couple of players of FNATIC anchoring over towards A. Instant reclay being caught. I mean, Crash is already using a drone and it's force a rotation. You can see Boaster already getting a move on.
Right here. Alpha should be trying to challenge this one with his rifle a little. They've got the wall to flood back in. Alpha and Chronicle are a nasty duo to hold on. But DRX can be pretty overwhelming. They take the front side.
What do I think of the next map pool? I think DRX will win this map, and then I think FNATIC will win Bind, and then Ascent, I don't know.
Not dealt with. It does light up multiple players, but they're flooding in now, trying to get the fight going. But what a flash and blind! It is flashback with the immediate answer back.
They've got so many tools to deal with that Viper wall. Mako was set, prepped, ready to go for a paranoia. Flashback has 2 flashes to work with as well. They've got so many ways of being able to put pressure on backside players. And that's why usually when we see these teams clashing in Pacific, it's the job of the Killjoy to try to drag Util out early on. You don't just play for the flood, you have to challenge a little bit before
especially
teams like DRX get in.
Like DRX. It's one of the identifiers that Boast was talking about. He was
If
saying,
I ever played on Mumbai server, no, I would have like 300 ping.
exactly, right? So got to see them playing towards that a little bit more. It's tough on a map like Haven. Pressure spread out. You never really want to be the player that's hard anchoring alone when the rest of your team isn't ready to help out.
No, but I mean, at the same time, you see teams like, if you want to pick out a team that's playing a pretty similar composition, you find a team like Gen G, for example, and Foxy9 is stood in front of default, trying to take challenges onto players running up long. You know, you sometimes need a nutcase.
Don't have that confidence, and there's that play. Just missed Prior. Beautiful flash. Nice setup. Bonus conversion. That's an early timeout, isn't it?
Timeout. Super early. Makes me think it's either something to do with the calls.
Roll back the round, restart the map.
Do you fuck with that rollback?
No. I mean, it's hard to say it, but like, at least tell us why.
Yeah, I think that's the consensus after it happened. I think it's like after the spike is planted, it's like a new game state or something, but I just want to know the rules around it, man. Because half the time it's a no, and right there it's a yes.
Skirmish with them, trying to avoid DRX being in a position to just exec. We didn't see it on Corrode. We didn't get the chance to watch it, but
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that Freeing's PC was crashing multiple times, but like, tell us what's happening instead of just rolling it back.
timing of all of the different pieces and how they ping pong off each other is really nice. When it comes to teams running set executes, DRX second to none at this tournament.
They're doing their best.
But then Boaster is also saying if you stop that aspect of them, they can't mid-round. So, you know, you take the good with the bad, and FNATIC have got to try to force DRX more towards the bad.
3 sheriffs, 2 rifles saved. Towards round 4. Adjustment's still going to be made immediately. Look at that, Kayak. Happy to step up again. A bit of posturing from him.
One of the only players with a rifle. Instantly gets them the opening kill.
Yeah, that's a gun potentially on the ground. I think they might be able to reclaim it.
Activates a trip. Trip, though, not broken off the back of that clone. DRX going into B here, but without the neon wall, remember.
Yeah, it's not going to be holding back this one. Still, FNATIC are waiting in the wings, looking for a chance to really strike where it hurts, but that plan will go down. There's no pressure.
They're looking to apply pressure to these players they know are going to be falling back, so a double push out through Garage. Kayak and Alpha. Playmakers.
Yeah, looking to see if they can insert themselves into the conversation. Boaster as well onto the flank. Noise coming out either way with that paranoia, but it doesn't really catch on the Freeing. Look at him. Flying off to the sides, takes a shot to the dome, becoming instantly there, answers in kind. Big gun for it, and yeah, I mean, you're trying to withstand that kind of stuff. It leaves it down to Chronicle and Crashies, though. It is a 2v2. Long range with a Shockies, dart over the top, and a Hunter's Fury was earned to Prior. All that damage done. Going a bit wide.
No, a little too slow to set up the retake.
Forced a Hunter's Fury out from Bane, so a silver lining and 2 guns still kept for FNATIC. But I think they'll have been hoping that that pressure on the B post plan would have worked a little better. Boaster gets himself tucked up all the way into A lobby and throws a paranoia through. They're supposed to clear grass. They've looked at the previous game. They know where DRX like to play from, but Freeing's position is so smart. It's just out of all the danger. Able to re-swing back in anti-flash while Bane's covering the other side of things. And no chance there for Boaster to win that duel. 2 ult ults away from Flashback, having a massive attacking ultimate. Kayak a little closer.
FNATIC players will spread with the default. Bit of pressure again being applied.
That is not good.
Turret's a bit further back from now, but Chronicle's gone down. That's just spam through the wall.
That's brutal.
I mean, this is gonna be another blowout. Like, what is happening?
That is a massive loss. You can't re-clear and flood back in on and see that easily. Garage should weaken as well. A really nice pause called in the round for Mako.
Look at what it's done for FNATIC.
He's been remarkably good at closing out 5v4 scenarios. FNATIC usually get the first picks. I mean, that's been something that's been working for them all tournament. Whether or not they close out 5v4 is a different matter, but DRX are so drilled in these spots.
Your Flashback's position is just so good.
Unlikely they make mistakes.
He's getting help here as well. We're going to split C.
Hold being dismantled here by
44 seconds, though.
Sitting at 0 and 4, but he's going to get his chance to shine soon enough.
They are starting to go into the stacked area of the map. Yeah. Recon broken.
Dude, they're running this like FNATIC.
Sniffing this out possibly, but
No
don't have
clone,
too much room to
bro.
maneuver.
How
You
you
can't
not
go
cloning
anywhere
that?
here. You just got to re-hit.
Yeah.
Taking us an off angle though, and this is disjointed. Freeing, he's not ready for the trade.
Saw his gun. It's over. Ah, but they got
Jesus, man.
room to get on site.
Winnable.
On either side of things, crashes. It's two instantly layered out, and Freeing takes the right time to strike. Patience played, but doesn't have control towards the back of the site. Poster left turning around, looking for the time to see if he can deal that death blow.
They know where they both are. Well played by Mako.
Wow.
Poster still in control. It's going on
Oh my goodness.
IGL v IGL action, and the running and gunning is what's saving them in this. Kayak in a 1v2.
My God, man.
willing to give him that
My
second
God.
That's a red card! What on earth has he just pulled out? To get DRX up to 5-0. It's disrespectful, isn't it? It's revolting. There are a few traces there that detect Chronicle. They have over an 80% win rate when they get the first kill across this tournament, DRX.
Mako. That's the wrong gun to be doing that with.
Somehow they find the 2v2 magic
It worked.
they need, which in this
It did.
was Mako running around spraying a Vandal at close range.
Round might.
Why does Freeing only have a short?
Three at the back of Boaster's head. There was opportunities for him. Couldn't find it.
Why does Freeing only have a shorty?
Couple of sheriffs. The Guardian, but up in mid here, flashback. You might get overzealous, and indeed has a hit.
Well, that's actually a gun he can pick up. They didn't lose a gun.
From the shoulders.
All calculated.
Not claimable. It's the only silver lining for DRX currently, but you don't want to get bled out, especially when these shots are firing off. FNATIC are perfectly happy to try and take the fights towards you.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like they're trying to play to that win condition we were talking about, where they disrupt DRX before they.
Someone just pointed out to me, why is Alpha's Nano Swarm in spawn?
Not quite as clean and close. This round, a bit unfair to hold them to the same standard because they've got 3 sheriffs and 2 guards.
Don't ask questions. It's an anti-Mako teleport, Molly.
Wait.
Imagine it.
Hold up.
He pops it now. The problem when your is dead.
Then he's gone.
From multiple directions. Plan from DRX is caught for. It's going to be towards that A-Link area, but you still have the smokes to contest with. These players are going to dig deep. If they fight on the site in a position like this, FNATIC have got them surrounded.
Drone doesn't get a tag on Bane, he'll have a chance.
Broken, there's no fair fight, no squared up engagement. Dart reveals, Hyunmin spotted, noted out, and this is too much to overcome. Overwhelmed.
Bit of a yikers on that one.
Call is made, and there's the danger from FNATIC. Always lurking around every corner, you know, the damage they can do, weapons or not.
Big Thrifty, and that one showcasing, I think, the aggression early round really paying off. A small gap in the default for DRX, weren't aware the kayak could be that deep, and he gets one and gets out. And from there, you don't need to continue pressuring. FNATIC can be confident in the way that they swarm around the site. But they've got to keep that same idea going.
So now we just need a couple more of those. I hit a little jiggy.
I don't know what he's up to out there.
At least the spirits are high.
Yeah.
Not disheartened. Fast off the rip.
Very quick. Looking to take the fight into kayak.
2 players spotted with the drone as well.
Could be a huge Sova ult, but uh-oh.
It's a paranoia to lead the charge, and I mean, Freeing just worse for the way. Didn't expect that one. Mako's going to try and hold it down here. Recall into the corner.
I mean, it's so messy.
Flashback to TP up the cut straight through onto the site, but his immediate return of that fire. Kayak is there. Lying in wait now, the operator might get another chance of things as well with the contact plays of DRX. They're playing right into Kayak's wheelhouse.
He's so good.
And Bane's in a 1v2. Unexpected, unanticipated. Alpha, yeah, should be able to do it easy enough.
Okay, maybe we do have a map.
FNATIC bring the fight to DRX. And in the midst of all the chaos, almost let it slip. But at the end there, it's Kayak and Alpha to secure the round. Alpha very fast on the flank, making use of all of the info that the rest of the team is giving him. There were a lot of players here that died in unexpected ways, not anticipating where the op was going to be, not thinking where the refight was going to happen. Crazy double dash refract as well from Gunman. Played Mako in and DRX almost managed to turn it, but now tag timeout coming in from Termi, and I think this is about the right time because there's been a very big shift from Fnatic.
A sharp adjustment. I mean, you think about the pace the fight's being taken.
Yeah.
Fnatic are super eager to fight and re-clear a lot of that space. It's pretty rare for Fnatic to do a play like that.
It is. Yeah, you think of that more with teams like Heretics, for example, or Giants even. When you're looking at the EMEA squads, Fnatic are more known for their patience. Of course, that's on the attack side, but on defense too, they do tend to hold their ground, play for retake much more. They're not running at you, but they've really noticed that you got to play like that against DRX. Against this comp that's so overwhelming with its executes, you got to fight them early.
I don't think those are going to be working the same way you think, but nice try with it. How did he smuggle it into the arena? That's what I want to know. Double up with a baguette. Regardless, like we were saying, it's a good time for the timeout. DRX facing that pace adjustment Fnatic have pulled out. It's not their first rodeo.
So now you're expecting DRX to come back in here and try to slow the pace down, bait out the fights from the defenders. See if Boaster and Milano want to ahead, whether they can adjust their own style too. Any confirmation over here from the drone, and Chronicle might think about ulting, but he's walking up.
He's walking up. Keeps freeing. He's found himself that opening fight as well, but Kayak is happy. Responds to the opposite side of the map, out towards Garage. That's Hyunmin dropped. No theft, hold on. Spotted out where Crashes is, a flash as well, but he's repositioned, repositioned. There's paranoia, they don't know! They don't know! It's a hard play.
Dude, what is happening?
There's no way.
Buying enough time for the rest of his team to get in. It's an anger smoke place.
This coordination was really bad from DRX.
Rattling a couple of heads, trying to knock it all together.
That dart landed like after everybody was already on site.
Yeah, but you know he's the only one on site, and that he's running away from hell. Like, you have to clear the left. The neural theft showed you everything.
99% of the time, players are leaving the site there. And instead, he tucks into that deep corner. And it's so unexpected. DRX don't even think to clear it. It's mad. But sometimes you need to be a little bit...
Buster is tweaking right now.
On Eco, oh, the DRX mental collapse started early in this one.
Yeah, it did.
Well enough.
I need, these guys need flashbacks of Sunset, man. Like, look at this. This is how you were playing. Let's go back to this.
Here's the footsteps. Right time to strike on this one, and there it is. Head clean up.
Wow.
The fuck is that health, man? I mean, yeah, you have to. It must be a fat thing.
Yeah, there's no way he meant to do that.
I mean, that was a really fast ult to short, though. I don't think that was a fast finger or a fat finger.
Ring inserted himself in through short as well. He's sowing confusion, misinformation. Alpha, ADS.
What a shot.
Now has lockdown as well.
Crashies.
They have no trip here.
That timing. Boaster might go for a reclearance of his own, but they do need to be wary of this one. Hopping up behind. Crashies, patience, played, and pays off beautifully. Nice little
What a weird round.
and a lockdown even inserted towards the tail end. They want to seal this one up. Getting a move on. Boaster knows it. He hears it. All sound cues falls to him. And Fnatic are well back into this map.
2 rounds in a row. Down the way that Crashies is.
I think it's about time for Termi to pull out the "Remember who you are."
You take a look at this. I mean, obviously, okay, we don't need to show this one. That's a mistake. That's an error. But at the same time, the way in which he pushes out and is able to find this backstab timing, even the patience to just get closer to the corner.
Yeah.
So he gets an immediate swing onto the next. It's too clean. It's too clean. 4 in a row now, answering the 5 in a row that DRX put down early.
Guns in the hands of DRX though. This is, again, all in over towards A.
Boaster hears it, calls for reinforcements.
Drone sees
here with the
and they're already calling for the players to move forwards. That is spam into the corner. Mako didn't know where to stand into that one. TP as well, unexpected as anything. Another fight taken towards it. This is so down.
We're just playing ranked. 5 people, 10 people, 20 people fighting A main.
There needs to be a course course correction for DRX. Everything they're doing, butting their heads against a brick wall against the might of FNATIC. And they're playing like they want to get themselves into another grand finals, but for the first time, be champions.
This already was an adjustment though. DRX managed to tuck themselves into the other side, but they weren't anticipating that recon dart being there. The whole point was they get somebody deep and you actually have a crossfire, you dodge the paranoia recon. But the adjustment again coming out from Crashies is so clean. You gotta go away from him, man.
He's
Playing
taken
a
over.
blinder.
He's absolutely taken over. That's what it takes to get to a grand final, especially the top tournament, the best spot, the biggest stage of the year. Doesn't stop. Eco round overall, but
Wow, that's a great spam.
done through the wall. Alpha with him gone, a lot of the setup removed, and again the call for the speed up. To double dash over, the recall as well, going to be pulling them all the way back, but again, okay, follow the traces, and you're going to be finding your marks. Damage done to all of them, up on top of logs. They are not ready for this. PaperX, or excuse me, DRX. The way they're bloody playing. Crashy, still a danger player. Lays it in towards the back, but he's just one man. What can he do? Lights up. Those where the two players stand. TP across. It's a crossfire setup. Flash forward to the fight taken.
Most accurate Freudian slip by Bren.
That was hilarious.
The pace like that has not been working out for them, but they are not to be dismayed.
I mean, the fast pace has been working once they get to a site, and I think that's the big difference, right? They increase the tempo as they hit the site and know where all of the defenders are. It's a much deeper fight that they're taking into people towards the back of C. So funny that you called them PaperX. They really are. They are playing like that.
Hide the names. And, yeah, like them.
Those big fast-paced exec moments really do show you what Pacific's up to. 5v5 though, heading into the final round. Guns on either side as well. So a straight-up rifle round. Kayak pretty close around here. And Alpha,
he sees it.
He's spotted that.
The gate crash. Lines in your face. TP to be taken. Into the back. It's a fake one. Double dash over towards it, but that's a pocket to play in. Alpha strikes where it hurts the most.
But you gotta just waylay ult him. You just gotta waylay ult him, man. Bruh.
Way too much. And just like that, in rapid succession, it's FNATIC trying to end this one 6-6. Even up the half, blind in your face, shots fired in the dark, but surely a matter of time.
Saving utility for next round. For next half.
A sick recovery in the half from FNATIC when it looked like DRX could run away with things. What a play. What a nice little pocket for Alpha to navigate around, and even when lit up by the drone, manages to take down Gunmin 2. Perfect adjustments from the last time they played on Haven. FNATIC learning. And all the big players coming out. Kayak, Alpha, and of course Crashies keeping it up from Corrode.
The tension is there. It's getting to that point in the series.
Do you guys dodge flashes while you're watch partying or no?
Not usually.
Like I move my head every time.
I definitely have done it while coding before though.
I do sometimes, yeah. I do sometimes.
Like those two Yoder flashes there, I was fucking like, felt like I was in a 4D movie. Oh shit.
Look, it's Sideshow.
First of all, it's a pleasure to have you here. Oi, bem-vindo a Paris. I'm trying my best Portuguese, guys. First of all, Sassy, I wanted to ask you, you've been on these big stages, right, for several times in your career with Sentinels, with Loud. So what makes the difference on those big days? Is it just shooting better, or is there more to that?
I mean, Champions is a big difference, you know, like the stage, the crowd, especially here in France. Man, this is so loud right now. I've never seen that before, and I think this is the most beautiful stage that the Champs have ever seen.
And I think the crowd agrees with you on that. Donc ouais, effectivement, qu'est-ce qui fait la différence ces jours-là? Est-ce qu'il faut juste être plus fort? Eh ben non, en vrai, tu joues avec le public. J'ai jamais vu un public comme le public français. Donc faites aussi du bruit pour ça, si, mesdames, messieurs, s'il vous plaît. And TCK, we speak about the French community, but I want to speak about the Brazilian community. You guys are so passionate about FPS.
I don't know, chat, what do you guys think? Who's winning? 6-6? Who's gonna go up 2-1 in this series?
Since the old days, Brazilian has always shown a really good FPS gameplay, so I think it's not different on Valorant. Sas is here to tell the story, right? And yeah, franchement, merci de l'opportunité. Je suis très ravi d'être ici. Voilà, c'est franchement une chose de fou. Cette match, ça va être 50-50. Et oui, tout le Brésilien aime l'FPS. Et moi et Sassi, on est franchement très heureux, très ravis d'être ici. Donc voilà.
Merci beaucoup. What an insane French from TCK. Thank you for that. On est trop contents d'être ici. Les Brésiliens, on adore les FPS depuis très longtemps. And let's see now. Thank you, boys. Obrigada. And let's see now who takes the lead on map 3.
It's properly heating out here in Yakor. I mean, the crowd raring to go. The French crowds are never disappointed.
You don't want to jinx? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
But this kind of rumble and uncertainty is what we were questioning, and that's going to be weighing on the minds of some of these rookie unknown players. But for one of them, really, he's just been lighting them up. Kayak has been unstoppable, really.
Yeah, he's been playing a great game. Sometimes was a little out of the fights as well, actually, in that half. Just posted up with an operator on the other side of the map, but still found his opportunities to get seriously involved. Playing the Yoru, he can instantly respond to the action, and playing as one of those flooders behind the rest of the anchoring Fnatic squad. Now, they came up with some great adjustments, right? To be able to recover that half, and also to stop a similar 10-2 performance for DRX's attack side. Now, the pressure is on DRX to make similar levels of adjustment, because they only won a single defense round last time these two teams played on Haven. Defense was shocking on Corrode, we just watched.
All the questions asked of them. Whether they have made those adjustments, we will find out. Opening here for round 13.
Hyunmin's burned the refract already for a little walk down mid with Mako. Didn't see anything. And the slower that Fnatic play, the more likely Hyunmin is to just waste that ability.
Flashback spotted. Forced to retreat there with a gate crash, already trying to post himself back up, but this is a setup here. Mako holding close. A shoulder might spoil the party. Reveal his position before he's known, and he's trying to re-clear off into the corner. Overwhelmed, potentially damaged.
Oh my god. What?
Coverage there from Chronicle. Bottom section of mid. Could have been even more deadly at that, but Mako still delivering, still raining down those blows.
How on earth was he able to get so much value for just going on that swing?
Just absurdity. If we wanted to see the course correction, it starts here in round 13, and with a pistol round under their belt, DRX can be all smiles.
Absolutely. Last time they lost the pistol on the defense half. Look at the damage he's done. That's mad. I mean, he's doing that before the saturate even really comes through. Crazy stuff from Mako with a classic. But yeah, last time they played, DRX ended up losing that defense side pistol and got bonused afterwards, and it just ended up running away from them. This time winning double pistol should put them in a position. A great chance to win here on Haven.
Doing a thing.
Turret gone, that's an okay! Large space with the presence here. Fnatic are never down and out for the count, even with the
Okay.
fight taken force towards them.
It's a big start to the round.
This is overwhelming, potentially there. The bodies are just toppled.
Holy shit.
Flips occurring onto the B site. And all in the name of Fnatic.
This map has been pretty mental, I'm not gonna lie. it's like actually ranked, just running at each other.
Yeah. Rolling lottery numbers type map.
Of his comrades.
What the fuck is going on?
7 bullets.
I mean, Chronicle's low enough.
Rapidly from behind, crashes onto the flank. This surely should be a done deal.
Yeah, no, there's no chance.
Especially with the damage done to Bane.
Oh.
Steps forward. Chronicle, save their hands for this guy.
That's a ridiculous thrifty round there for Fnatic. The first 2 kills happened so fast, but also, am I mad, or was DRX trying to take that long-range fight with a Spectre of all weapons?
Not too sure. Currently,
had that in his hand. Oh, the shot of Mako as well.
Adjustment.
To the classic from that kind of range. Mastercard Thrifty comes out at the perfect time to get Fnatic.
Bro, guys, I'm the gold pro.
Well, that's true, yeah.
You're making a way.
True,
name for it,
true words never spoken. The winningest player in Valorant. Quote, I am the GOAT.
Fnatic do win this one. They will be sailing into that grand final as a chance to claim a trophy that has always eluded them.
It can be better to lose the pistol and win the follow-up here, because you're more likely to have ults online to be able to snowball the attack side. So as much as we were talking about round 13, DRX avoiding disaster that had visited them previously, they actually might be in just as bad of a spot, looking to potentially get bonus. Last time they got Alpha Year's Killjoy ult up, which is a nightmare to deal with because then you have to play retake against the Viper, which is horrible. You never want to be doing that. Now though, DRX are deliberately leaving A open for retake, just gambling on the eco.
They hit a drone now, break the turret. Signs of life over towards A, saying it's a bit of a gamble. He push up mid. Mako alone in this play though.
And there's an
FNATIC.
alarm bot.
Yeah. Should be open for the taking here, the A site. Momentarily there, smokes on smokes here, pushing them back, and the paranoia is the extra element, just in case. You can see Diligence there with the anchor smoke.
Yeah, definitely. Looking to put down the snake bite, throw down a little bit more utility, and buy time for the orb to come back up.
Paranoia, dart, double dash forwards. Hold on, he's playing this one into the anchor smoke. This is rapid by DRX. Kills are claimed across the board, but a weaker weaponry, surely they can't stay the hand of them. Up from the high ground, Kayak's got his eye on it. Flash in your face, and he's made it a 1v1. Flashback versus Kayak. Yoru v Yoru, and it comes down.
Pretty good go of it, honestly.
Of details, but an angle locked down by Kayak ensures that the round is theirs.
The Outlaw doing huge work there, just calming all of that instability. What a shot to open from Flashback. These A retakes. FNATIC know how DRX like to play them, but the explosivity bears mentioning. And that's through the Viper orb, where you're taking decay damage constantly.
Double dash into the anchor smoke cooked him.
Yeah, it's a mad one.
Time to jump.
But at the same time, it's FNATIC who are still in a bit of control with an opportunity to go for...
Hey up, hey up, hey up! What an adjustment! Micro flick to the dome, Flashback is gone. Out for the count in this round. He pushed down mid, that's the IGL done. Bleeding out now is DRX, they need to find a way to stem it entirely.
They're taking risks, they're looking to try to take the fights early on. Here comes Freeing again. One of them's got to work for DRX to have any hope. Freeing, in fact,
I have the spike.
not actually catching contact just then. But he's managed to get a deep walk up, and the alarm
Doesn't break the trip.
Stack of bodies, Freeing has to be the playmaker. If there's any chance for DRX in this one. Potentially hearing with the
Yeah, rewalking timing.
Well trained, return of it. Trying to tip tap again. Good movement overall. Rightful aim of Alfia is intact. Players are spotted though. Our alarm bot.
Okay, alarm bot is
That's
good.
alerting it and calling for the speed up now. FNATIC are getting a move on.
They don't know that there's two on the flank, but Alpha puts down the turret just to make sure. FNATIC fully in control. The Viper not present in this post plant, but the numbers are just overwhelming.
I mean, DRX already looking to save, I think. Yeah, you have to.
This round was so many individual risks. Flashback getting himself tucked down short. I quite like the idea of that. I think that's the kind of thing that Yoru needs to be doing. Testing the space that Chronicle wants to try to create in A short.
It's the trouble though.
But then when he goes down, it just starts a cascade of other people feeling like they have to take risks
Exactly.
too.
Stepping up to be the hero to try and salvage the round. FNATIC.
Yeah, I mean, it's their comp. Their comp is an aggressive comp that has to fight aggressively.
When they're running a slow, disciplined default.
They're going to be holding a slow default.
So it makes sense.
Still not up to a remarkable ult snowball here, FNATIC. Most of the points going into Chronicle's ult, which you need the site for, you're looking towards people like Kayak or Alpha to really start the snowball, because those ults get you in, crack open the sites. So DRX still with at least one more opportunity to try to stabilize before FNATIC run away with things, but it's the EMEA team who are in control right now.
Good time for the timeout here for DRX as well, because as we said, I mean, FNATIC are in control. They've been in the driving seat past few rounds outside of round 13, a blip on the radar in terms of pistol round earned up, immediately answered back by FNATIC with a thrifty win, and it's just been a string of rounds. I mean, round 6 onwards, they have been dominant, in control of the map. And it's that middle ground territory in a marathon that is a best of 5, that these are the moments where you look back at it on the other side of a series like this and you're left with regret. It's important for DRX if they can turn the tide of the fight before it gets out of hand.
They need to play and put everything out there. I'm looking at the way in which DRX are composing themselves, holding themselves on stage. Every time FNATIC win a big round, they're out of their seats. They're jumping up. Boaster fired up, but Alpha as well. Plenty of the players stood up. Something that Achilles was pointing out to me last night. Mako, don't think I've ever seen him jump out of his seat and pop off. He's a calm guy.
He's a stoic giant.
He is. He's the gentle giant of DRX. Been with them through thick and through thin, but you never really see him rallying the team's energy up in the same way. For that, they tend to rely on Bane. I'd like to see DRX, if they are able to win a couple of rounds here, try to really focus on getting that feeling of a comeback happening.
Tension is there. It's an A-lobby fight that's going to be called for here by DRX. A lot of util being thrown in to make sure that they can try and win this one out. It's given up and conceded the space.
Aggro KMC getting less info. Late trip for Garage. Cam is broken.
Clearance. I mean, Alpha's very much alone when he's taking a fight like this, and he could be overwhelmed rapidly.
Oof.
Look at that. The rifle in
Good
hand,
refight.
who will lead that charge. There's only two.
Much faster moves by DRX this round. Exactly what they have to do.
I mean, he needs to chill in that position. It's a 5v4. You don't need to try to double down. The weaponry's not great, though, and that might have been why he was trying to take the incentive further and further.
Deep drone. Spots it out, but again, there's that uncertainty here for DRX, and it's all about how they hold on to this one. It's Bane and Mako, though, the ones without guns, and they're trying to find this one.
Oh, the timing is crazy.
No surviving that one, big reveal, and they are just so damn unaware. Crashies looking to take over this.
He's a big game player, and he makes big game decisions. He's just contacted fully in on A.
With a pit drop down as well, that surely should be it. Flashback attempts to be that playmaker. Inserts himself back in when Chronicle was occupied with the ult, but to no avail. Hyunmin and Freeing now left in that 2v3. Dire straights. Gotta try and spot where these players could be behind him, but again, there's so much to account for.
And Hyunmin's not even attempting this.
No.
So it was all on Freeing, hitting something completely bonkers. What a
Give me that point, Crashies. Let's go, buddy.
Walk in. As he starts to walk up long, I think he hears a piece of recon utility and so realizes where Bane is playing from. And just catches Mako completely in the back.
I just realized I forgot to do VFL.
DRX not anticipating it, not thinking that FNATIC would go for something
Actually unlucky.
unusual off the wall like that.
I mean, there's a major weak spot right now at DRX is that, listen, when their money is bad, and they're working with just pistols, maybe a rifle or two, you don't
I can't believe you threw to Sliggy.
from other teams.
Yeah, I had a busy 3 days
Like this,
in between.
they should really be holding.
I think their early round idea was quite good. I like the trap play over towards B main to put pressure onto Alpha. It just never went from there into anything else.
Yeah.
They weren't immediately.
Oh no, DRX mental.
The body language is not good out there.
It's telling a lot, isn't it?
That's an eco round.
DRX have been trying to play this one game at a time. It's how they've been handling the entire tournament. Understanding that they are the underdogs.
And that's your vibes merchant, by the way, Bane. Head hanging low.
Down with the reveal. Operator in the hands of Hyunmin. This is a big investment. All in.
Round 18 and we're still not up to Kayak or Alfier's ultimate. Still playing these rounds.
Broken. Clone. Takes a bullet to the chest there. Hyunmin will be forced to respect that line, and everybody's scurrying away from that. They see signs from the operator. Moving over towards C. Good jump spot, Freeing.
You remember when they first introduced the clone and everybody was like, pros will never shoot the clone. It's way too obvious.
But I think Cubby seems like a good idea to try to take the site.
Big crash. Third and broken. That's going to be looking to dismantle most of this one coming through, but that
Oh damn, we couldn't break that shit.
Hunter's Fury is going to be used to supplement, but no way off the mark.
Wow, good bait.
It's FNATIC who don't want to play into this one. A mad dash scurrying away
Actually,
from the action.
a lot of time.
Okay, Boaster.
And hold up.
Where is it? Lying in wait.
Boaster, the difference maker. Not a big game player though. Not a big game player. Tough.
Now we're gonna run all the way back again.
What are they cooking?
No, you have to just go into this.
Still lying here. Hinder dropped down on top of it. The spike.
I mean, he's just broken that strip.
Ooming and ahhing, moving
Yeah.
on the map. It's onto Alpha now to see if he can carve out that spot. But
Mako
is not to be removed. Cemented into his
What's
spot.
the spike to the ground?
Oh my goodness.
There's no way in hell he's reclaiming that. Mako to make the play when it mattered most, when time was fully against them. And all you got to do is survive. DRX, they stem that bleeding.
Goddamn.
Get a round on the board at the final hour here. Stop FNATIC getting up to 11. This kill is so crucial. Bane up in heaven, taking down Boaster.
Yeah, big 1v1 by Bane there.
Open path to the A site. But Boaster, when he died, had to call so many different pivots back and forth, going into Alpha, over towards Garage. Now they should have something a little simpler though, because you've got the lockdown. Your opponents can't break it. You should be able to set up a fairly easy, like A short ult, maybe B cubby ult. And so DRX looking to fight over A lobby, expecting that to be the location.
Looks like again.
What a shot!
That's so fast.
Oh my! The damage done is just overwhelming. It's too much to counteract.
Well, just win duels, forehead.
The FNATIC is so willing to just walk all over them.
As soon as there's a little bit of extra pressure, let's saturate through early. Everyone on FNATIC guns out, watching for the squad. Watching for the play, ready to punish at all times. It's smothering out there. Reminiscent of what they were doing on Corrode too. DRX trying to set up for these fights. Just getting battered back. Alpha didn't need to use the ultimate. I think they were trying to make their way down short to get that one tucked into the little cubby, take the whole of the A site. Well, now they've got Kayak and Crashies to play with as well. This is where it gets completely out of control for DRX. They're gonna need something huge to get back in this game.
They're gonna need a round rollback to get back into this one. Holy shit!
A major adjustment.
Termy, pull the plug. Chew on the internet cable.
You guys gotten your free sponsorship money from Riot, by the way?
No, what was this? Someone said, why is Shao sponsored by Riot?
Yeah, if you go to your sponsorship tab, like, I think a lot of people on Twitch right now just have like a sponsorship to watch Valorant from Riot, whether you already co-stream or not. So like, it's legit.
What is this?
It's the requirement is just to watch, just to stream 3 hours of Valorant between now and October 6th. That's all the sponsorship is. And it's like, sure, bro, I'm watch partying anyways. And all you have to mention is Champions Paris is on right now, guys. Go watch Champions Paris.
Smoke blooms, blossoms, the recall just saves the day. Damage being done though on either side. Ventral drift. It's a decision to be made here.
Get this guy some more money.
Sending it, flying forwards, it's getting that field, spots out the two of them. One is missing, flash into the back. Oh my! This is FNATIC fully taking over. DRX can't keep up.
Huge mistakes at the end there for DRX. Toe-to-toe with FNATIC at the final moments there. And then a team flash comes through, blinds up Gunman. Nightmare scenario. Great entry. Boaster playing off the back of his teammate. But DRX had a chance of being able to get back in.
What's going on? They're everywhere. They're like ants.
That's the pace that DRX tried to play around, but the mistakes inherent within the way that they were playing. And now 4 rounds in a row would have to be perfection from here to drag it into OT for DRX.
And they don't have the guns. There's no chance in a position like this, but with Alpha down and out.
Well, you asked for a hero. Flashback was that early in the tournament for DRX.
Steps up, drone spots it, taking up fight, taking it fight.
How is he alive?
Guardian just can't do it. It's a lot of damage done. Kayak barely alive, but his DRX players now making sure to seal up the gaps.
How is he alive there?
Going deeper and offering DRX early fights, early engagements.
There's no reason to take risks still.
No.
The 2 players up, freeing is very far forwards.
Yeah, in a 5v3, just drop back and play off. They can play off the trip.
Could get caught here.
You can feel the nerves in this game.
No way. Fake clone, you're not doing it to him. Not like this. There's no way.
There's no shot.
That is amazing. I love it.
Spells it out. The mental composure, the state of affairs for FNATIC themselves. They're still believing like they can win at any moment.
Shao, how do I turn on this sponsorship thing?
Creator dashboard.
Can breathe that sigh of relief.
Monetization.
Sponsorships.
Sponsorships.
Oh no, I've done that. I've agreed to it. How do I put the activation thing on?
If you go back to your like activity feed, it'll let you open sponsorship tools, and you just enable the channel skin. I think is what it's called.
offering DRX those early fights that they want.
If you're gonna manage sponsorships, there's like a drop down too. You can just yeah.
Really nice, clean stuff. But
Classic Tory man's Valorant, caring about money instead of watching the game.
I just want to make sure everybody's eating, you know.
Oh, not you. I'm talking to the Tory in our call.
In a nervy situation for both teams to just close this out cleanly.
Did you get it to work?
Should be a slam dunk combo.
The argument still there. As you said, the ultimate's building up.
I think so. I just clicked enable channel skin.
Yeah, you should be good. Just stream for 3 hours.
Take the swing. It's not a favorite fight, is
You
it?
might have to be live now for like more than the matches might be, but
think about if FNATIC had gone for
I just do it tomorrow.
it has to be consecutive.
but this time slowing things down and baiting out
I have to be
the early
live.
skirmish from DRX.
Wait, can't I do it tomorrow though? Can't I do the 3 hours tomorrow?
Yeah, you can do the 3 hours tomorrow to just make sure you enable the skin before you
into a false sense of security.
Okay.
Might think this is
right when you
not
start
clear
watching.
at all. He's taking a jiggle though. Still playing with that caution.
It's actually short that I'm more worried about as well because that's the best position for Alfier's ultimate. And so they're escorting him. VIP.
Gotta know that the fight could be taken here. That's an ult as well. Claimed out into the corner. Hinder dropped down at their feet.
Was a 4-man saturate?
Damage done. Hyunmin be in a spot of bother. Calling for the call. What a shot
What
is
the
that?
fuck is that peak?
Takes the peak anyway. It's a predictable play with a lockdown now. It's going to clear out most of the way to the A site. DRX.
What was that high bass sound? I don't know.
Whoa!
You can try and fight this. There's 3 seconds left. Use just to try and slow down the approach to make sure that they can't scale, but that is entertainment into the back anyway. Can we fake pressure? DRX holding it down. Rooted
Wow.
to the spot, unwilling.
Reminds me of some of those sunset plays where you just whale out the delay.
Also, Shayo, you vastly underestimate. I'm watching a fucking FNATIC game here. If we go to map 5,
you're right.
I'm getting those 3 hours.
Bass drum? It could just be that my mic stand was being touched by my
Some people
desk.
think it's better to sponsor it tomorrow anyway
Essentially.
because there's more people on Twitch watching. They'll get bumped up.
It's the exact same lockdown that Alfier ran against them in round 15 last time they played on Haven. And they got bonused against it. So that's going to stick in the back of your mind and going to be one of the things that you make specific counter plans to.
Ew, bro, what is that
It just so
shot?
happens that Hyunmin had the perfect moment, though.
Even the clone got detained.
Yeah, to pull something together on the fly.
Smart stuff.
But that's only half of the necessary rounds that DRX
Now
needed to
Kayak's
get
wondering if we should have fucking
They had
fake
to be
cloned
perfect
her.
for 4 in a row. I think FNATIC have got a real question here, though, of whether or not you want to force.
Yeah, take the fight to them.
I think if you force by this round, you're going to have a bit of dodgy weaponry for both of the rounds coming up.
Yeah, you almost carried.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Because they can get proper weapons for everyone apart from, I think, a single Guardian. So it's not a bad buy. It's just not perfect. And then your economy is going to be on the rocks for a potential round 24.
More chances.
Yeah, have they got something special in the bank? Have they got an idea that they can rely on from the coaching staff? Has Boaster got a read?
Timeout was taken for this purpose. Put this map to bed. The lead in the series in this lower finals against the scrappy underdogs that no one expected to be here. 4-seeded team from Pacific, but they are carrying the hopes and dreams of their region alive, and the same could be said for FNATIC.
FNATIC have decided to force Brent. Guardian, Bulldog coming into this round.
Risky.
Force trying to close it. I kind of like it.
Might not be an all-in. That is faster to saturate and that dart. Broken in time. Kayak's still there.
Saturate's a bit
Square up
OD,
and
you
take
know?
that
Holy
fight
shit.
forwards. It's a drone to supplement.
Flashback already left thinking that
When
this
you-
wasn't real pressure. And now he's had to
Give up
scurry
the
back
space
over the
anyways now. They've used that util.
We can see that the main pack of FNATIC is trying to explore towards Garage and put a lot of pressure on Freeing. Freeing and Mako need to be perfect.
Bam goes either way, goes both angles. Kayak feeling like he needs to take the matters into his own hands and win that fight up at his flashback.
Big duel by Flashback.
The adversary dismissed.
He's got ult 2 for the next round.
Looking to explode on B.
Or to stop the B plant.
Potentially here. Oh no, maybe going Garage. This trip has been up for basically the whole half, waiting, begging for Boaster to TP into it.
Avoided for now. It's Molly's on either side, trying to see if they can carve a path in. Pressures here, but it just feels like it's the one player So Fake is being played.
I mean, we
They're
just
trying to make it feel
soul
like it's
ball.
just
He's doing
Alpha
ready to
front
soul ball
paranoia.
too.
Forward into
Oh
No!
my god!
double TP up, and it's a Boaster.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh, whiff.
Getting Whiffy down into these tiny
Colonel's
details.
so low.
It's going away at DRX. Crashes an Alpha.
Yeah.
And seeing if they
God,
can
so
Dude.
It's just impossible. DRX dragging its back.
Oh, here we go.
From the very beginning of this half, DRX have been so ready for that
Yep.
finish. Again, something very clear that they've noticed from the previous match. The problem is that massive skirmish over towards A lobby. They haven't been able to win
They're both
consistently
over
enough to
CP
force
is so
FNATIC
fun.
here.
Yeah, the Thunderdome.
What a mad moment you've got of Boaster and Mako.
Actual
The two
ISO ult,
leaders,
but ISO ult at home.
Yeah.
the two legends just staring at each other at the top of B. And this, the final one that DRX need to win to drag us to overtime.
Bulldog Guardian.
Just to survive in the map.
Missing 2
Tension
flashes.
is mounting.
Fucking hell.
Cut it with a knife at this point.
Yeah, all they really have is paranoia to take a
He's had this
sight.
pit forever, Bren, and he's just never been in a position to use it.
That's the thing, if you're DRX, you can't let them get this Viper's pit down.
The amount of times he's been able to, where they've got into a successful post plant. Drone takes the
Fast
lead.
C-split.
Honestly,
Onto another level of this one.
it might not be the worst thing for the pit to go down. At least look at, let them get on the site in a certain way. I feel like that's when they struggle. Oh fuck, here it comes. No one gets in.
Oh, it's over.
Oh fuck. No way, 13-11 type shit.
Yeah.
No.
13-11 type shit.
FNATIC surely have done it.
Okay, yeah, this is over.
All the way down to the
They're playing outside, but this is a really good pit. Holy shit.
Miracles now from Bane and Hyunmin.
You have to go through garage.
Given to even stand a chance.
Or just
But look at
spam.
the
Spam
Merc,
like
the
crazy.
Bloom, you have to try and get past Chronicle. So keen to
No.
punish, so eager for the blood. And this
GG.
All right. FNATIC. We go bind. All right, I think it's gonna be 3-1.
You think FNATIC win on bind?
Yeah.
God damn. I think we're in map 5.
That one,
Actually,
might have decided it.
are they gonna play like the Teo comp still with Alpha and Teo?
Yep.
I think so. All right. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I'll be surprised if DRX win. I'll put it that way.
Do not go anywhere. You do not want to miss it.
I hear a little jiggy. Oh, come on. Let me in here with a jiggy. Let me hear you say, way-ho.
This guy's mentioning vines, man. That's crazy.
You come to us, A-side. A-side, look down, brother. Yeah, okay, focus.
Lock back in, Boaster.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon.
All right, I will return shortly. Be right back.
change that much in terms of our game plan, strategies, maybe even individual gameplay, but we just need to focus on how to deal with the stress and be better as a team, I believe.
OT, can he do it again? It looks like he's starting well. Good follow-up, great kill. Oh my god!
DRX, we respect them, and Human, I think he's doing very great job. Like in DRX, he is sometimes their Ritter or Saver, their duel is Flashback and Human. They're both kind of rookies in international stage. Big respect that they're doing that on this stage, and like they're just super strong. So we respect them, but we will do our stuff properly in order to win this match.
And there you heard Chronicle on our Omen player moment, and they are doing just that. One step away, and that is a slow motion for the ages. Oh man, all right folks, welcome back here to the desk as we look to break things down. We're at the midpoint of this series. Golden Boy here alongside Kukuka as well as Pao and Mimi to break it all down. Let's go ahead though and dive right into this one, because we're seeing, Bea, a DRX that after getting absolutely trounced in that mat 2 came out swinging. But if there's one thing we know about FNATIC, you can never count them out.
Yeah, they started off pretty strong, and we wanted to take a look at one of the rounds when FNATIC starts bringing it back. I think that DRX was very concise in the way that they wanted to play from the attack. The way that they wanted to deal with the Viper was one of our questions going into that. But Pal, this round definitely set the tone for what was about to come from FNATIC.
This was fantastic. This came straight out of FNATIC's first time out in the map. And they changed a lot about how they positioned some of their players. They put Crashies towards A, they got him pushing up really early, and it allowed them to get into this early pre-flank position, use Crashies so
Wait, who's talking now?
right up close to that site.
Yeah, and if you look at this series
The
as
what?
well, it's been a DRX who I think
Who's talking now? Who's the analyst?
most of these maps. Obviously, the
Pal.
second was very different, getting
BBL
absolutely
coach.
Ah, okay.
Such good ideas
Yeah,
of
they
how
have him
want
on
to
the
run
desk.
their pistols, their bonus. They won that in the first half here, but then FNATIC, that first time out, I think is always like the critical point in these maps, and they're so good at very quickly finding that right adjustment and very quickly getting back into these matches.
Where did you feel like DRX was really struggling? Because it felt like those A-long fights, you know, they were trying to make those things happen there. What can you make with that one, Mimi?
Yeah, I mean, I think that DRX with this composition, a lot of what they want to do is try and find an isolated player and run them over with the double dive. That's what works so well for them. If they can get in position.
All right, yeah, let's finish the dev video.
You know, every time he gets picked in pro, everyone goes crazy because we're so not used to seeing him. So what are we getting with Harbor? Are we talking rework? Tell me about it, Tiffy.
Yeah, so the memes are going away. Harbor is getting a rework. He was one of our first agents that we identified to kind of be a candidate for one. You will have to wait until patch 11.10 for this Harbor rework to actually come out. As a heads up, we generally, when we're looking for agents to rework, we're finding candidates that have either long-term game balance kind of concerns, like play clarity, or in general, when the fantasy of the agent just hasn't held up over time. Those are the times where we kind of look to rework them. And Ryan can talk a little bit more about specifically what we're trying to do with Harbor.
Ryan, you're going to tell me what we are ideally keeping from the agent that you love and what we might see change.
Yeah, so a lot of Harbor's identity is still true, and we wanted to make sure that was there, where he is kind of this initiator, controller hybrid, the controller that you want to push with the team. So you see a lot of that in the past with his Cascade and his other abilities. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be kind of shuffling around and making it so you think about those abilities in a different way. But we also have a couple of new abilities that we wanted to add there.
Is that hybrid spirit something that you want to keep for agents, you know, in the future? As I was saying, Chamber, Due Sentinel, Viper Controller, Sentinel also. How do you guys see that? What's your vision?
Yeah, I think we've learned a lot from developing agents over the years, and kind of one of the things we've been thinking about is just, hey, how much do these role labels matter versus what's the right thing to do for a specific character? And I think we're trying to learn, or trying to lean into the fact that characters, you know, should be the best version of themselves regardless of this label. And so we will be, you know, kind of leaning more into the hybrid space in the future and trying to create characters that are the most interesting for what'll make them work in the game rather than just sticking them in a label or a box.
Yeah, I think that's very cool, you know, not being too over-focused on the role itself and, you know, letting a little bit of liberty.
Yeah, this is feedback that I gave them when I talked to them like about a month ago or 2 months ago.
I haven't seen the time flown, but this was my last question for you guys. So thank you so much for joining me, all of you three, and we can't wait for what's next, especially Harbor, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so curious about Harbor, so merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for coming and enjoy the finals, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm very, very glad to finally introduce Armand Asturian and Coleman Palm so we can talk about modes and the future of modes in Valorant. Make some noise, please. Coleman, Armand, welcome. First of all,
how's Harbor an initiator controller hybrid?
The French way. So
Well, his ult is literally just an initiator ult.
The live game team, right? So working on modes and stuff. So what's next for modes in Valorant, guys?
And he's a controller that wants to kind of play like a duelist.
In the future, what's our direction?
Yeah,
as far as like going in.
Now, our focus for modes has been wanting to find modes that would be sort of permanent or evergreen, that we know players would want to play Val in that way sort of forevermore. But at this point in time, now that we have things like Swift Play, we have things like TDM, and Valorant's out on console, we feel pretty good about opening up the door and sort of reinvesting in some of the more experimental modes that we tried closer to launch.
So yeah, you were saying temporary modes, so that, triggers my ear. Are these kind of things something that we're, like talking about that we have in mind, or is it different?
Yeah, so like Coleman said, limited time modes are largely what we're going to be building over the course of the next year or so. So we will be seeing more things like Snowball, but not really directly tied to like a holiday or an event in the same way. But there's some really cool stuff in the pipeline that we're excited to ship over the next year.
So this is going to be a bit more of a noob question, but how long does it take, implementing a new mode?
I mean, one big thing.
How long are you guys working on that usually?
It really depends on the mode. I know that's like a little bit of a cop out.
Yeah.
One big thing is that
modes tend to be a little bit more straightforward. So something like
we're back. One big thing is that we, as a community, are very bad at understanding agents. So hopefully that's something that I can kind of help change, and that will get better over time. But a lot of people just like look at an agent and then they just put it in a box and then that's all they think about. But Harbor, when he's at his best, should be played kind of like an initiator. He's like a scaling character that needs to take space with his abilities. Or at least the old version of Harbor. And if you're not doing that, then you're probably not playing the character correctly.
Lost the first two they played, and this one is with a new roster with fresh players. This is a ton of pressure for these guys.
Fresh players, young players, this is what experience is about. Can you keep talking to the guys around you when it counts?
I was going to say the same thing. I was looking for who that person is going to be, talking to Paperthin about it. He was telling me, Bane is like one of those individuals. He's kind of like that emotional center for the team from time to time, and you see it on the stage as well, Bane.
You see it on the stage, and I think that we also saw it during the map that we just watched on Haven, that first half. All that aggression that we were seeing, that it was working. The vibes and everything were coming from the side of Vayne. Also, him individually was playing very well, so I agree with you, Alex.
And when you're talking about falling back on that micro-coordination, just knowing what's up with your teammate without having to fall back on a strap hook, that really goes to Hyunmin in flashback form. DRX's entire read on this tournament was to prioritize these guys on the double duelist with the Waylay. Of course they're going back to it. Both of them didn't have a particularly incredible map 3 of this series. They got smoked on map 2. This is the map where they have to find that form that brought DRX here.
Absolutely that.
Pressure is on for both of these teams, and they're going for that Mosquito comp as we talked about before. But FNATIC, they are one step away from being able to fight for a Masters trophy. This is huge for them.
Yeah, it's the first time that they might be able to make it into this grand final. Yeah. I saw Masters and I was like, maybe I'm in Toronto. I don't know anymore. But yeah, one step closer to the first chance.
What changes would I suggest to make Reyna tier 1
tail,
playable?
But unless Crashy locks in Rays, that would be fun. But
this should be very comfortable positions for every single one of the players on FNATIC. I still think that for DRX, I need Free in stepping up. I think that in the last couple of maps, he's been having a terrible time.
There's memories of moments.
I think honestly, probably she just needs a different ult.
The closest he ever went to a champs final was against Crashies. That was back.
She needs an ult that actually like does something for the team, I think. Because her flashes are good, and being an escape/heal agent is good, but her ult is just totally useless.
And Mako call the game that brings the boys to map 5. Let's go ahead and find out. Send it back to your casters. Here's Brent and Sideshow.
Not a lot of players get tested quite like this in their careers. When you get down to these moments here where it is literally FNATIC in the driving seat, in this lower finals, now they're on the impetus here. The pressure is all on DRX's shoulders. As a player, listen, you might have experience of Mako up there, but you have young players being formed around this core. And now the question is, how are they going to survive under it all?
The last two maps that we have here in the BO5, though, are both maps in which you've seen DRX have 3-0 records as champs. So they're very strong here against the rest of the field, and it's where FNATIC have been a bit more shaky. So I think if they play like they have done in the rest of the tournament, DRX can make it to a match 5. They can make it, perhaps, still to the grand finals. But it does come back to what you were saying, the experience, because being able to play like you did in those games that didn't matter as much is a skill in itself.
You have to shake it all off. The pressure, the expectations that you're weighing upon yourselves. Entire tournament long, DRX have been taking it one step at a time, but with an early kill like that, it's all gone to
Big
pot.
spam.
Greedy, playing for the ult orb.
FNATIC, well accustomed to playing positions like this. In the driving seat, the ball in their court.
Freeing
They
feels
wait
like
to
he
let
has
it
to make a
skew.
play.
Yeah, and he's eventually almost overstepping himself, barely getting out of there.
Escapes and flashback through the teleport, making it feel like it was his clone. Does Crashies clear this corner? He's been diligent, but he backs it up.
Time to be taken here by flashback. Potentially against a drone. They've missed each other. Now the onus on flashback to see what he can do. Pressure apply potentially. Xiao's control still there for DRX, and he's found it. Doesn't wait it out, just wants to take the kill, and a shot straight away. White face in the end, goes aim.
Wow, what a swing from Crashies. What a swing from Crashies, oh my goodness.
That early ground.
Yeah, he
so
literally
deep, isn't he?
won the round.
And Mako, will it be anticipated? Not quite. Doesn't expect them already to be that deep here. This is DRX getting cut out one step, one player at a time.
And now in a 2v4 that will be a nightmare to recover. They don't know if there's a player deep towards elbow. Could be in any positions all around the site. And Crashy's still with a bunch of util to work with. Kayak with a flash. FNATIC pushing and pulling on the pistol round, finding those gaps and those openings.
And how do you even play this? No smoke to work around here. Everybody ingratiated themselves into the deeper corners of the site and the map. FNATIC cleaning up easily as that, only one player dropping. Letting nothing slip here. Early beginnings for FNATIC themselves. And they're a team that want to close this one out. They don't want it to go to distance, not to all 5.
I mean, this was just straight up greedy, I think, from Bane. Look at the wide swing, though, from Crashy. I mean, that's confidence. That's a player with experience who knows that in big matches, people are just going to shoot too early. They're not going to settle their aim and go for a steady kill. And he can mess with people like that. He's now picked up a Phantom. 3 rifles available for FNATIC in this round. Looking to try to put some pressure over here.
Yeah, it's a deep TP through the T.
It's a weird one.
I see the gate crash behind.
I'm not sure that FNATIC's got the read on that either. Potential for flashback to end up in a weird position.
Every stack of bodies over towards it. FNATIC are trying to make sure that this one lands safely over towards the A. Site Kayak, again, asserting himself, full control over towards that showers area, and it's a fake with a TP. Looking to re-clear this one again. Needs to be held into the smoke, and right-click and a recall. Not enough to treat.
Couldn't cancel it.
Going down. FNATIC are the ones now once more in control. Don't know where these players are lying. Salvos as well going to be meeting. On top of that, C's collected. Right click there. Hold on, that's a saturator. Does connect. Bullets are
Okay, they're kind of trolling right now.
It's going to be up to players like Kayak to see if they can do anything about it. TP backing away to Prowler.
There's no need for them to try and push into the lamps there.
Mako does have the rifle. The tap to force the pull. Kayak again might be expected onto that position. A bit of spam forwards. Again, these kills being rattled across. DRX doing a lot of damage.
What a troll round from FNATIC.
Yeah, holy shit. They're gonna lose all their guns.
Can't play for the win, but he can play to do the damage.
Just making sure the Chronicle goes.
Why did they try to take a U-Haul there? Like, they don't need to go into that space.
Just about that economic damage. DRX looked like they had a chance.
With Kayak on bench as well.
And it shows you how powerful some of this util can be. Because as soon as they landed that saturate, there was an immediate follow-up possible.
I think hitting that C's with like the salvo should have made U-Haul hella easy. It's just
Yeah, I think they
missed that stun.
they salvoed like behind them. They didn't actually try to combo with the C's.
Yeah.
I don't know, run a judge or a stinger or
Could have also bounced that stun like off the wall on the left. I don't know why you have to peek to stun there.
Back to the pistol round idea. White face.
Holy shit, Hyunmin is a fucking psychopath.
Called here by Hyunmin. He's going to be backing all the way out.
And flashback coming to reinforce.
Hold on. Have a fight in showers. Orb tapped. Given up and conceded. They want kayaks.
They're refighting this.
Deep drone has to saturate refight. Court 4.
Is that off the sound of the drone or they just send that in? Both with a double trade too. What the hell is going on? They've gotten into U-Haul.
Come away with a potential round win. And look at Crash.
I'm surprised they didn't TP with that play either.
Towards the back of A, freeing is on an
If you're gonna do it, may as well do it big.
I mean, they're just using as much time as possible.
Here's the pressure. Here's the footsteps. Wall goes up.
They might lose this because they've given so much time. No.
Not if he
No, they have
doesn't
that.
get,
If Crashy's in this position, there's no way. I'm surprised they don't TP if they're making a play like that. That is just weird.
Looking good, Brev.
Doesn't realize how deep somebody
Yeah.
Crashies is just pushing the very limits of
What is a harder matchup for NRG tomorrow between these two teams?
He's realized that
Definitely FNATIC.
gaps in what DRX are doing, whether that be
Even after yesterday's games?
or their macro,
Yeah.
and he is testing the very limits of it.
Definitely
He's
FNATIC.
getting away with murder. The kind of things that you wouldn't expect
Just
players to be able to do.
the experience of the players on FNATIC plus the
Normally, you're thinking about a safe play.
seeing them again. It's always hard to win like a rematch.
Take the risk. If you're the kind of person that's got the experience and know which risks to take.
I'm just thinking like if the people are in form, DRX can like control pace better against NRG.
Because people do
And come in and fucking
you know, you run out of mental bandwidth to be able to cover
flashback
everything.
to run these guys
Here, the gap was all
down.
the way through lamps. Nobody from B rotated over to try to pick that up. They just left freeing and showers.
Maps and shit and the rematch, yeah, probably
Difficulties
FNATIC.
here for DRX. For FNATIC, it is a dream beginning, potentially a closer of a map. Secure a ticket to the grand finals to get their fated matchup against NRG and a chance to potentially get their hands on the
Imagine a
trophy.
TP there at the same time. Boaster's not doing that.
They've already done the best that they ever have at a champs. First year, they made it to the quarterfinals, then they took a step further. A step
Holy
further again
shit.
and made fourth in 2023.
Depression in the coaching booth.
Podium finish at the very least. But eyes on the trophy. See the disappointment on the DRX coaches' faces there.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't gone for any like teleport plays yet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they're gonna have big fights like this on one side of the map, they're doing so many amazing like flashback.
Yeah, like come through the teleporter, take a shot, teleport out type of stuff.
Yeah. Maybe they're waiting for like the op to come in. I thought this was a very scary map for DRX. Like they were controlling the hell out of. Was it PRX in this one? Like it was nuts.
Big one, Hyunmin spots it.
Oh, Team Liquid, my bad. Yeah.
Especially with the C's and a snake bite just
No, but what? What am I talking
might
about?
want to take a fight forwards anyway. Saturates there. Prowler meets Prowler. Salva's at the back in a dimensional drift as well. This is highlighting the position. Hyunmin.
Yeah, now that they're against elimination though, it looks like they're just not comfortable taking risks. They're playing so passive. Afraid to like lose the round.
All the momentum behind them, the wind in their sails, taken from Haven to now, all the way to Bind.
What's up, McKay? How are you?
Running away with things, but I think there is a small silver lining in this round that DRX, the pressure over towards Garden, did actually force out that dimensional drift from Kayak that they accessed by the Showers ult orb earlier on. So, FNATIC at the rifle round, the one that really matters for DRX, are not going to have that huge
When do we think you
ult
get
to be able
a
to
term out?
turn the tide.
Nah.
Probably now. Yeah, probably now.
It is obviously a disaster.
Turn out at 0-6.
But I guess my point is it could be worse. DRX though, next round, need to find the adaptation. They could try to run a Showers crunch, right? FNATIC have been baiting that they're going to take over towards Showers repeatedly. And then when they're tapping the ult orb, it is Kayak. He's probably still going to escape. But at least you keep control of that area. Especially if you do a crunch with your Yoru and you can then TP back over to B. You've got to adapt to what you're
No term out.
Right now, FNATIC are saying loud
Suffer.
and clear, we are taking
He wants them to hurt.
another round Same idea. Nobody set up the crunch.
He likes calling it after they've lost 2 rifle rounds, it seems like.
I don't really know what's going on at DRX. They need some sort of hit back, okay.
Sure.
That's one way to do it. If
Just hit the shot.
hitting. Might be signs of life yet. Coming, you are hard committed. Let's get the info he's looking for. There was a smoke blooming in his face just before.
2 recall stars. He might be tempted to push back in. Those recalls might make him think that Fnatic have left.
Looking like it, but now disengage, pull back, and away.
But I think partly the reason why they're happy here is because Bane's jiggle peeking towards B long and getting them good info. So it feels like it's still going to end A.
Crashies, hold on, what's going on here? There's fights to be happening across the board. Towards this A site, Sowers are sent flying forwards up into Lamps. Hyunmin, hard committed, tucked tight, and that is
My
insanity.
IGL. My IGL!
Jesus!
Ooh la la!
What a timing for it. They needed an adjustment. I'm not sure they even had an adjustment strategically. But
And that's why you don't time out.
Killed all 5 of the players on Fnatic, so that I guess will get the job done. Brent, still though, no one on DRX out of their seats.
Hyunmin remembered.
No one on DRX, from what I could see, particularly popping off either. A quite reserved reaction from Hyunmin. Acing to get the first round on the board.
Yeah.
To fend off being eliminated from champs.
If you're not reacting at least to a play like that, then when are you going to be reacting? I think it spells it out quite clearly.
God, he's looking for another fight again. He's just sat inside these Astra Stars.
He got it done versus Paper X. DRX played against them the opening match. It looked like Jing was going to be running away with things, and it was Hyunmin to step up.
Oh, he activated.
He bought enough time for his team to lock in, shake off the nerves.
He got 20 kills in that second half.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Here, though, they've lost B-long control, which I think was crucial for Bane to be able to get that info in the previous and get a 3-player stack on A. Yoru's messing around with the teleports.
Fake pressure.
Yeah, well, Flashbacks is real, though. He's committed to this one.
He has no teleport down.
And look at that, primed and ready onto it. It's picture perfect with a crosshair placement, and even posted with his attack side op, laying claim to his life.
Uh-oh, Boaster brought out the op. Not a good sign for DRX.
Out of the ire of it, at least for now. Nightfall's going to be sidestepped. Horn forwards again, sees close quarters. Crashies, more than ready. It's going to be that 5th round added up to the tally because Fnatic are not done yet.
Picture perfect response from Fnatic. One blip of Hyunmin acing and Fnatic straight back into things. Real calm. As soon as the teleport noise is made, it could well be a fake, obviously. That's what happens when you have Yorus with clones in on bind, but Chronicle tucked into a corner.
Did you guys see Osboss is winning Team Heretics?
Gets the punish onto Flashback. And then
What?
the attack side up, the Boaster loves to
Yeah.
bring out on this map.
If that's
Punishes
true,
an info peek
then
over
that
towards
is
short
cooking.
as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Has had the wrong read on where Fnatic are ending every
I mean, there's no way MLBR is keeping them if they're blowing up the roster, right? It wouldn't make any sense.
was just jiggle peeking B-long.
I think they are. They have to decide, like, if they can keep him, then he's going to build the roster, basically.
Yeah, but we hit 4th in champs, and the reasoning was they didn't make it further because of rookies. So let's remove the people who will no longer be rookies to replace them with rookies.
This is your last chance. You can't let a team like Fnatic just run all over you. They will take that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
All the way to the bitter end of the finish line.
And what I'm worried about here, Brent, is that it's not just that DRX are losing and they're down 5-1. They haven't really changed too much. No. They're still trying to do the same kind of stuff where it's like one solo player contesting over towards Showers, no attempt really to crunch, still trying to do the same game plan of Flashback going into the Sands TP. They're not reacting and responding to the changes that Fnatic are throwing out there. They're just running their own style, which is fine if it's working. Terrible idea if it's not. Hyunmin's ace has given him the ult, so that at least is a tool to be able to work with. But you know coming out of this that Boaster's going to twist things around, right? You know coming out of Dermy's timeout, it's an opportunity for Fnatic to try to land a curveball. Something weird.
Sort of idea to get them back on track.
Which region do you think has had the most disappointing champs aside from China?
I should say that Marco really that remembers those. But
Discipline.
They both went to 5. So in spots where DRX has made it to a third place in champs, semi-finals before,
I'm gonna say NA.
they've been able to go the full
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah.
Here it feels like they're running out of gas.
Weirdly enough.
Question
Because like their best two teams
they have those hidden
did shit
reserves. Can they pull and
by like their expectations.
Right. But if energy wins,
Yeah, but
then
then energy
yeah.
might win. So I guess it's kind of up in the air somewhat.
Yeah.
But Sideshow, I think, worked out that Americas, no matter what happens, will on average finish third.
Bane is trying to make a play. Util into the hands, tries to adjust the aim. It's crashes. Left to contain. It's an even trade out.
It's a very solo effort though.
It is, and it's all feeling like heroics. Nothing really joint together from DRX.
So if DRX lose this, I think you could definitely argue Pacific as well.
Mm.
Out of the fight for
Oh
now.
my goodness.
Boaster. Get your boasties.
The spike is still in fucking Botswana.
Yep.
And now the Euro, I mean, Bossa just has to literally run to the spike. He didn't come out of his ult.
Oh my god.
He tried to
Flashback.
Forwards taking a step, but this
is crazy.
impeccable, but it's a guessing game. His Boaster could be landing anywhere. He's gambling onto the A side, excuse me. It's Freeing is going to be left wondering now.
Wipes the sweat off his mouse hand and gets the plant down with 10 seconds left on the clock. Freeing fairly far away. Boaster not with a great weapon for the job though.
He's still going to be left guessing where could he be, but he's taking risks.
I mean, he's going to be behind the Viper orb, yeah.
Has
Doesn't he
stars to
fuck?
work with and delay the plant. Big reposition. Wrapping all the way around. Here's it. Concuss into the pull. Disrupts it.
Uses both insta.
He's going to move on. It's knife out behavior. And Freeing still left guessing, but he's guessing incorrectly. The gambit going wrong. Smoke up, propped up. Showers at the TP, but that is going to be the statement.
Wow.
That's so sick.
Wow.
That's so sick. That's so sick.
Acid creeping up, melting his ankles. He lands the shot. Top fragging for FNATIC.
APAC? Yeah, I kind of agree. It's going to be APAC.
Oh, he's outplayed him.
Having an absolute life game.
Oh,
Life out, anticipating it.
Oh, he's done him.
He's 8-3 right now. When Boaster's playing like this, there is no stopping FNATIC.
Boaster with the attack up on bind. Actually an iconic combo.
Dude, he is owning. He's owning them right now.
Now looking to do it again. You've got Sheriffs to work with. Freeing's got a stinger. A Viper's pit, but it...
There.
It's pure desperation.
It is, man.
They're also just not doing anything different at the start of these rounds. I guess this time, with the pit, they've managed to double up in showers. But they're just allowing FNATIC to run their game over and over again.
Tap to bait, there's no refight. Alpha happy to pick up the orb. He's got his ult now.
It's just got to be shots hit with the Sheriffs once more.
Form factor.
DRX put in so much reliance on their players to deliver with the mechanics.
Mechanics just isn't enough, though, against a team like FNATIC. Prowler forwards. Catches that contact. Bane forced to respect it. Backs himself out. I mean, the way that FNATIC are working.
Yeah, FNATIC versus energy.
Drone's good. Saturate there, just onto the one.
You gotta fight this together.
White face, white swing. Shots need to be
Oh god, or just protect the pit or something. It's tough. What the fuck is going on?
They collapse under the might of that pressure. At this point, it's looking like
Yeah, I think DRX is kind of boomed.
Yeah.
Freeing has a gun that he could try spamming with.
There's this problem on Corrode, man, where like they're all trying to make hero plays at the same time too, when the team works so much better when they work together, and now they're just getting disrespected too.
Don't talk to me about Corrode. Corrode was so bad. It was awful.
But it confuses me because like the fucking the Sunset was literally like the example of peak Valorant. Like the util was so good. DRX just were hyper aware of how to play together.
They're looking out of their depth.
And we've slowly just devolved into like, I need to make a hero play. I need to make a hero play.
More confidence.
More confidence. Listen, the confidence difference couldn't be bigger.
The energy's there. And it's
I asked MCE who he thought he was going to win like 2 weeks ago, and he said FNATIC was going to win.
Goddamn.
Like he needs to take that necessary step. Almost dying for it, almost punished. Barely alive. He's going to be limbered into the next engagement.
Flashback doesn't get anything out of that TP. Fnatic are aware of it. We're putting 3 back with the op 2. He's 1 HP. He's dead. No chance.
Right, one thing I need to ask, if I could ask a Riot dev anything, it would be, why on earth does Viper Util last so long after Viper dies? It baffles my mind every time. Like, that orb is up for like 2 seconds after Chronicle is dead.
She has high ping, man. Util is like, it's not made with the best technology.
And the thing is, they even have it in the game that if Viper gets suppressed, it instantly goes down. So it's not like they couldn't change it.
Every single kill, with every single round. The 1v4 again, Miracle plays, ordered up, but can Freeing deliver? 1 player found, 3 more to deal with. TP's misinformation sowing it into their minds, and what a flick and adjustment again. They can't be stopped at this point. It's Fnatic with that Dayward Destiny. They want that for our grand finals. They want that placement there. They want access to a trophy.
Crashies and Chronicle are like, Boaster, let's win the game. Stop distracting us. Yeah, I mean, DRX are just kind of running around. I feel like they're overthinking big time.
DRX, for once at least, try something different. They tried to pop through that teleport over towards Showers, see if they could set Flashback up. But then the refight trying to get Flashback posted into a Viper orb. It's like
It almost feels like they,
taking a breath and adjusting and thinking about whether or not
like the coaches maybe gave them like a specific anti-game plan, and Fnatic are pretty good at changing what they're doing from like series to series, whereas DRX probably was like, this is how they're going to play, this is what we want to do to beat them. And it kind of feels like they're just doing that, even though Fnatic is not playing the same as they normally do, or as they've shown in the past. Like DRX is trying to just like go through a script in their head, and Fnatic is just playing the game. Like,
but it's all happening again. History repeating itself. They have to turn it around. It has to be now. The final timeout used for interjection, at least on the DRX side of things. Confidence needs to be there. It couldn't be much worse for them. And at this point, they have to put in everything, because you have nothing left on the other side of it.
they're obsessed with Showers. DRX determined to try to hold this area, this time with a smoke. Locking it off, and immediately Fnatic realize that something different is happening. Start to take the spike in a different
if DRX can't win this round with these ults, wrap it up.
Oh, for a moment there, could have been Mako going down. And this Viper Orb that's been in Bane's face has been horrible for him too. Chronicle keeps putting it up and down, limiting his knowledge and information that he's got access to.
It's incredibly static by DRX. Weaker guns, but not willing to take a risk in a moment like this when it could turn it around. No switch up, no change in the confidence. And Armageddon's going to be waiting to layer it down. That's a red carpet rolled out behind, and a deadly one at that. One's going to be dealt with. Snakebite as well, the follow-up, and a C's close quarters. Kayak is in and through, and oh man! Heads are turned, and they were not ready for that.
They had no clue. Kayak had an easy entry. Shooting players in the back, the side of the head. Bane and Freeing left reeling.
Well,
and the retake.
It's been a good run from DRX.
Sheriffs. Kayak going so wide.
They did better than anybody expected them to.
The dreams for DRX, carrying the pride of their nation on their shoulders, the pride of Pacific. Looks like it will be ending here. Fnatic are writing that next chapter, and they're using the blood of DRX to bloody do it.
It was Chronicle, actually, who we just heard say that they felt like they crumbled under the stress against NRG. Remember that for all that we talk about Fnatic being in great positions before, Champs is a little different. They haven't even been in this spot, but they have so much experience in big BO5
They've won
games.
one round. It was a Hyunmin ace. He's on
Yeah.
5 kills.
My IGL.
That is insane.
Showers. Slightly different setup where Flashback picks up Hookah.
It's fine. No one wins 10 rounds.
They're constantly having to deal with this orb on B-Long. Imagine if, Gasp, you walked through with your teleport agent and took the deeper line. Incredible.
It does seem like a good defensive swap. I like the adjustment they've made. It's round 11. You're down 1 to 9.
Too little, too late.
So I think APAC teams have the weakest mental. They definitely seem to. You're not wrong about that.
Pressure applied evenly across this A site.
Other than like Paper X, basically.
Is gentleman just staying back to use his ultimate? What's the heaven angle here? I don't understand. The saturate's not going to reach much.
I mean, look how passive they are. They have double duelists. Look how deep they're playing.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
This is exactly what FNATIC's compo wants you to do. They have so much utility to just chuck at you when they come through.
I mean, 30 seconds. Okay, get in a position to ult. Waylay, please. Stop them from making the site. Use it, use it, use it. Nice. I mean, that is a horrible ult. Never mind. Use it from truck, man. What are we doing?
And then he just runs back to heaven behind the Astro
Yeah,
ult.
dude, what? It's so solo pilled. They have a team.
Everything being invested. It's a last hurrah and a last chance at that. DRX.
I mean, the desperation to get one round on the board and it's still this hard with 3 ults.
The 2v2.
Another flash still.
Rapid action. Stars lay it down. It's never ending. The pressure being pushed. One tap forces it.
Then the stun.
Seconds being bled out. Stun connects. Chronicle slinking in from behind.
Oh
Amazing.
My God.
And he's hunting for that chance to gain another trophy.
DRX has the second lowest trade percentage of any team in the tournament. Only RQ had worse trading than them at champs.
Because he's not scared about being punished. They know they're going to win. Boaster's running out of dance moves.
Not enough emote slots at this point. It's 10 to 1. One more round and a half, but demeanor is just in the dumps for DRX. Nothing they've done is working. Aggro play, white face at that, but straight into the operator. It's a missed shot for Boaster.
Every time they try to take the fight, somebody on FNATIC just backs up. And DRX never get that clean engagement they're looking for.
No.
Meanwhile, they lose space elsewhere.
Masterclass in calling that's being worked by Boaster.
That's a really good indication of Bite defaulting.
Kayak's a fight taken. It's just a stun off the contact.
Any utility or just dry swinging by yourself?
And again, risk to be taken. Freeing. Oh, yeah. Stepping forwards. Might be able to catch a time.
No, I think you're right, Warwick. I think they really just have... There's definitely a bit of a pattern of bad mental from the APAC teams.
With the molly lay it down, a short control is theirs.
Time is ticking.
It's FNATIC that are working him like a fiddle though. Hyunmin forwards onto the angle. It needs to be sharp, needs to be more. Stunned up into the corner. Alpha takes it. Bane towards the back. It's left into that 2v2 for one last chance to really correct the course. FNATIC sidestepping.
I mean, I don't have that data. I'm sure somebody could compile it. You can probably just look at the rosters and just count. But I don't know it off the top of my head.
Such a hole here. It's a nightmare scenario, a 2 to 10.
Any believers?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding? I mean, like, that's gotta be. This is. You said 0% on Corrode.
Yeah.
This is even less, no?
Negative %.
This is -%.
Yeah, it is. I mean, DRX had a total of how many kills for the entire half?
Well, VLR is showing them 10-2 down with about 4 kills, but
No, it's definitely not correct. Because Hyunmin has an ace. Never forget. I had an interesting question from my chat. Whether APAC just has the worst mental of any region.
oh,
Absolutely.
unbelievably yes.
Yeah. And you know what it is? Just from having coached, I feel like a lot of this was happening on my team too, where like we expected to win rounds. Like all the players would almost never get hype when they would pull off crazy stuff or win big rounds, because they're just like, there's like so much expectation of like, I have to be the best, or I this is like sort of like armchair psychology, but it just seemed like if we won, it was like expected, and if we lost, it was like a disaster.
Did you ever have that attitude? There was like a really good league interview where it was like, this player was talking about what with his team, it's like if we scrim for 6 hours, I want to like scrim for 2 more even with them. Like I just want to keep playing, no matter if the scrims are going well or not. Like no matter if we're playing on the stage or not.
No.
Was that vibe over there, or was it always just about the wins and the losses?
I mean, on our team, there were definitely times where it felt like we didn't enjoy playing the game. Like even if we were doing well, we would still be like not that into it. And it's like, dude, I don't know how to make you love the game that you're doing supposedly as your passion, you know?
Yeah, it's not even, you just have to be loving like the people you're playing with too. Like you should have like a active want to get better with these guys, and like, yo, I just want to play like 3 more hours, you know? I wish it was the best of 9 today so we could all be together longer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That type of shit, like,
you have to have fun. Like you really have to enjoy playing the game for the game itself, like more so than the results.
Oh my god, 10-round comeback from DRX into a 13-10. Let's go.
I mean, look, if it happens, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it if it happens. I still somehow doubt it will, but
That looked like he was aiming for the clone.
TMV's shaving his head if DRX wins today. Holy shit.
3 in with 3. Flashback
I did
follows
not say
up.
that.
DRX give themselves a shred of hope.
I mean, I would shake my head though.
But we were talking about that on Corrode, and they just never even materialized.
No, and now it's all about just making sure that you have the weak
What do you think your head shape is like?
No sore spots. Making sure
I mean,
you
I've
play
had
out
my
around
head
like this, as best as
done
you
to
can when
a
you have that
1 all
weapon
over
in your hand.
before,
Marco,
so.
try not
damn.
to get overwhelmed. Could have been deadly. Seen FNATIC thrifty
I have 2, but by accident.
multiple times over the course of this series, so
Dude, it was like first day of high school, and like the day before I went for a haircut. And I tell the lady, yeah, man, I want like a 1 on the sides, or like a 3 on the sides. And she's like, 3, very good, very good. And then she starts with the like trimmer in the middle of my head, and just goes back, and I'm like, wait, and the damage was done. And I'm like, well, I guess we're buzzing.
I think that's the most similar map in terms of drawing comparisons. But FNATIC were really ready with some crossfire setups to try to punish the way that Hyunmin and Flashback want to get in. If FNATIC have done that level of prep here on Bind, I mean, the game should already be over, we just don't know it. But 10-4, a 6-round lead. It's FNATIC who are known for the comebacks. FNATIC that have pulled it off.
That's a rifle.
Thoughts on Ascension getting replaced?
Has to be reclaimed, tapping away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. Like, there's not enough details. I like the fact that you can make it a champs as a tier 2 team, but I don't know. Like, how does promoting teams up into tier 1 work?
Off the bloody map, man. That's the state of mind that FNATIC are in. They feel like they've already won.
Yeah, spirits are high. I think everybody watching feels like they've already won as well. The question is whether DRX can make you doubt.
Yeah, they're going to have something to say about it here. Flash and a horn. Lines it up in the face of Crashes, but he does break it in time. Prowler. Primed, held in hand. That's a miss onto the corner. Flashback being inserted.
At what point do you give them hope?
10-8.
Okay, I was gonna say 13-10 DRX. At that point, I'd give them hope. But 10-8 is probably more reasonable.
Wrap it up. No hope. You get fucking demolished.
Oh wow. Insta deleted. You know, it's pretty... It's pretty remarkable how often he steps up in games that they have to win.
Yeah.
That just seems to get better the more the pressure is applied.
I mean, that first shot is unbelievable.
That last one too. Holy shit.
16 and 6. Look at some of these shots, how sharp and quick they are.
Jesus.
He really is. He's in the flow state. You don't pull off a comeback against that kind of Chronicle. So the bonus round goes nowhere for DRX. And they have really one last hope at making this
All right,
snowball
they
a
cannot
reality.
drop around now for the next 5.
It's doomed.
Finished, done, dusted. It is your year done. Despite themselves setting low expectations, coming in as a 4th Pacific seed themselves, trying to take it one game at a time and having fun with it.
Gonna end A here, I feel like.
Despair is creeping in.
Yeah, you can't help but hope for
Going
more
back to the site where
like this. Exactly.
the guy who just 4K'd your team is waiting.
Even if you were playing with
Oh my god.
But this is this FNATIC are the worst team to try and come back against. They are the actual worst team to try this against. Because like Chronicle or Alphia will just refuse at a certain point.
Not close
Yeah.
to finding that opportunity for his team to engage. They're gonna have to do this one at 4v5.
And honestly, Crashies used to kind of be that guy for Optic too. So it's like, it's very, very difficult to get them all to choke at the same time.
Tucked up here, Chronicle's gonna be forced fight out into the open. That's a shot that does get claimed. Familiar position, Kayak still playing here. Will get traded out in the end. Even exchange at that. 3v3, DRX still to get that plant down, and the pressure is relentless. The Util still coming out, and Alpha creeping from behind. He's found it. The right time to strike with Hyunmin gone. Comes out to the shots, and he needs to be landed now. DRX trying to carve a path, trying to carve anything at all. But 12 rounds is an
Yep.
FNATIC will not be denied.
Just closing the vice.
Huge performance out there from the players under pressure after Chronicle went down. And FNATIC get their way up to match point. They have 8 opportunities to close this game out in a 3-1 fashion. Not even seeing the 5th map here. They go on a rematch with a chance for revenge against Crashy's old team. The crowd behind them. DRX desperately clinging on. But this map felt like it was over a long time ago.
You know what? It's good. If FNATIC's gonna win a championship, they need to beat a former champion. Make it happen.
The weaponry not good. Judge staying in his rifle in hand, a Spectre maybe the trail at the end. Dimensional Drift earned up. It's all or nothing now for DRX. Taking it forwards here, but FNATIC gearing up themselves. Down into a short angle. Kron spotted out, outside of it. That's a Judge in your face, and the trades are coming in. Thick, fast, and ready already. Bane is running all over them, but shots in the back, shots in the dark.
Oh my god, what's happening?
Oh, that's surely done it. FNATIC, The uncrowned kings are looking for that final trophy, that final
GG.
eluded them. They are coming for NRG's neck.
I think that's good, honestly. I think this matchup is going to be really interesting tomorrow. The fact they've already played, they both play a very disciplined style. Yeah, it should be good tomorrow. I think tomorrow's going to be pretty sick.
They can be proud of what they put together, this rookie version of DRX. Today, though, not enough to be able to take down FNATIC.
It's where that miracle or bracket run will die. It will finish just before the finish line. But for FNATIC or Smiles, they have a date with destiny in that rematch against NRG. And a chance to lay claim and put their hands on a trophy. As I said prior, it's always alluded to.
Yeah, true. Orange against orange. All right, guys. I'm going to take off. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the finals. Should be